Hey, yeah, bro, sit down, bro.
Peace and blessings. Grand Rising, peace and blessings. Dang.
Hey, can we stand there?
I ain't got no grass in my head and shit. Like, come on, man.
Hey,
Hey, Jay, you got a towel?
yeah, stand it up for me.
You can use my shirt.
It's the John. This makeshift.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Marv, I promise you, we really be cooking up more than. I mean, but y'all did y'all John. Y'all big one in here.
Marv said he a member, so he knows.
Marv is a member.
Marv
He
a member.
tuned in.
I heard.
You good?
I heard.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you bobbing and weaving right here, Tim. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hey, look, everybody's fresh off
Where
the
my camera
field.
right here?
Everybody fresh off the field.
He said, where my solo at?
Where my solo?
Of course, be looking for the solo.
Of course.
Young Marv, okay. Hey, look. Hey, look, what's your life?
What's your life?
Let me know when we going.
We
already rolling. Okay. Listen, hey, look, man, we live from Coast Camp, bro. We just finally finished. Thank the Lord, bro.
Dog
Oh
day.
my God, man.
Dog
But
day.
look, man, we got a special guest.
Yeah.
Our second time on location.
Yeah.
Live from the trenches. This is the real trenches. Y'all understand? Training camp really the trenches. This is my 7th year, Speed. This is 6 year. Tell them your ankle start hurting.
Yeah.
We warming up the other day. My foot I said, Speed, why my foot hurting? He said, you getting old. I said, chill, gang.
Yeah, little
I said, chill,
walk
gang. Hey, look, Young Marv don't know about that. We
Yeah.
got none other Philly native.
Okay.
He really went to LaSalle. We about to get into
Hey.
that real quick. We gonna get
LaSalle
into that.
boy. LaSalle boy.
Ohio State legend.
Yeah.
Come
Okay.
on, man. Look, we represent our kings on this joint.
Yeah.
For sure. Shout out to Young Maserati Marv.
Uh-huh.
Some love. What's up, baby?
Yeah.
What's happening?
How you feeling? Talking to the mic. You amongst family. You ain't gotta be nervous. We ain't the regular media. You know what I'm saying? You can speak how you want.
That's a good camp, man. I'm having a great time. Enjoying my teammates out there. First NFL training camp. A lot different in college, like I was telling you. So
100%.
it's cool. JG take a good job taking care of us.
Yeah, shout out to JG. Shout out to JG, Jonathan Gannon. He was our corners coach for my first 4 years.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, out here. So we know JG very well. Marv called me. I hollered at him. I said, look, Marv, look, I don't want to hit you with the federal joint. I don't want you to get the invite via the cards.
Yeah.
Look, when you come out, he like, yeah, man, training camp so much different in college. Speak on that. Like college, they got you. I ain't gonna lie, that's a little bit like slavery. I ain't gonna cap it. It's a little crazy.
Or how you 6 days straight. Just all full speed, like how we had practice yesterday.
Yeah.
6 days straight of that.
Facts.
Yeah.
And then Cardinals is like 2 days on, 1 day off, kind of a little laid back and chill. So it's real smooth though, real smooth.
For sure. But hold on, before we get into this, I said I was going we got one thing to address. Do you want to apologize since we already here? Since Marv is a member,
Let's just
he's
go
very
get
close
that out
with
the
it.
way.
Let's just
Clear
get
the
this out the
smoke.
way.
Let's clear the
Look,
smoke.
I was telling him that he was crazy.
Hold
Marv.
on.
I ain't gonna lie.
Marv.
You see what side I was on.
Hey, well, first of all, bro, let me go ahead and say, as advertised, as good as advertised. But
For
no,
sure.
bro, to be honest with you, man, like, I feel like the analysis from me, and I love for you to speak on that because I'm pretty sure you heard it, but it really came from, bro, like, I knew that you was fed in college. You feel me? Like, and I just thought that, to me, that last year for you put you number one. And I might, I might be speaking, obviously, out of inexperience. Y'all got these pads on right now.
Indeed.
But, but at the same time, that was just my thought. What was your thought on the tape? Like, how did you feel? What did you think?
Talk about the combine, right? Just not.
Well,
He said that he didn't believe you was gonna go top 5, which I was trying to explain to him that you was crazy. So just coming into the draft, Mom 7th round, Speed 5th round. We had, you know what I mean? What's that experience like going into the draft? Just
knowing that you a top 5 guy. Like,
knowing that if
you a
one of
top
these
10.
teams talk to you wrong, I ain't gonna lie. One of these teams could have said something crazy. I would have took it. I would have said, look, one of these teams say the wrong thing. I said, so what was that experience like going in?
Going into after my season had ended, going into pretending that am I gonna decide to do combine or not? Pro day, all that decision. It was like, if you look at from my first start as a freshman in the Rose Bowl to my last game in college, I did nothing but dominate. So like, ain't no sense of me doing the combine, doing pro day. It would only hurt me. It would only hurt my draft stock in that sense. So I just wanted to get my body right because I know this will be a long season, 17 games, and then really just get my body and mind right to go out here and play for NFL football. So I did more training for that than all the 40 vertical jump testing.
So Mark, hold on. This is all we want to ask because I knew that's where he was going. So you felt like that not only did you want to like do and dominate in college, but the goal has always been the NFL.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I never even thought about college really.
Oh wow.
I never
So
thought
that
about
last little year wasn't even.
that
last little year was all media talk.
I'm just out here for y'all.
In my mind growing up, all you do is see your dad in the NFL. Like, I ain't see him in Syracuse in college. So my whole mindset was just get to the NFL and go ball out there. So I mean, I knew college had to be the process you had to go through to get to the NFL, but I was really never thinking I want to do this in college or this and that. So, I mean, I did everything in college though, besides win the Heisman, damn near.
Dang.
And
I mean, that's a fact.
And beat Michigan.
but I mean, and you know,
yeah.
And really, you know, and was right there, you know, to be honest with you.
Okay. Hey, look, one thing I do want to point out though that I think was very overlooked during your pre-draft. You did the pro day with CJ the year before.
I did do the pro day with CJ.
Did that play a factor in knowing that you had a pro-style quarterback? That would have pretty much been the best. Obviously, CJ, rookie of the year.
Yeah.
You know, so did that play a factor in, like, look, I already showcased with the best, best prospect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Possible quarterback.
I think that was a plan. I wasn't informed of the plan probably last year when that happened, but I think my dad, obviously he does a great job of projecting. So I think he already had that in his mind, like, we're going to do the pro day this year, come next year. If I do what I'm supposed to do on my last year, I'm going to do the pro day. So, having CJ there was great and got to work out for him. But I did have a workout with the Cardinals at some point. I don't know if they got out there, so it might be breaking news. But I did have a workout with the Cardinals before the draft.
Okay.
Hey,
so, you obviously you refer to your dad. We know he's a huge influence on you. Just from my perspective, as a player on the Colts, I got a 2-year-old son. He running around. That's just Uncle Speed. You know what I mean? That's just Uncle JT. You know what I mean? So talk about what that experience was like, your earliest memories of maybe coming to camp. I know it was a different place, but also talk about, like, how, like you said, it made everything normal, right?
It's crazy because I'm seeing all these kids out here. I'm like, that was me.
Facts.
That was really me at one point. I see all these kids running around after practice. It's crazy how it's all come full circle now, but
same blue, huh?
Same blue, exactly.
Still
but now
smell the same,
you see
huh?
Reggie out here now, Edgerrin, Dallas coming around here and there, and obviously Peyton. So it's real crazy. It's real crazy. I can't even believe it sometimes.
Dang, man. Look, one bad comment.
That's crazy. One thing I did, that's crazy. One thing that
So I got a question. So what's the pressures of growing up with a Hall of Fame dad? Because a lot of kids going through it now. You know what I mean?
Expectations.
Like, we see Bronny going through it.
Yeah, Bronny.
You know what I mean? So what's the expectations and the pressures of growing up in that era of, like, all right, I am Marv's son? Do you own it, or do you kind of like?
I think when I was younger, I was trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
Then I realized it ain't going nowhere. So I might as well just embrace it at this point. It's going to be what it's going to be, and just do my best I can to make a name for myself. I think I've done a great job of doing that so far. But yeah, I mean, it's just the expectations that come with it. Everybody see Harrison Jr. in the back, expect you to be Hall of Famer, expect you to be, your dad plus and more. So that's really just what come with it.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Obviously, to piggyback off that, Speed, great question, man. Like, Marv, I did want to say, bro, that one thing that I've always, like, seen, obviously, from college and into now is, like, you don't have, like the approach is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, the approach is really like, yo, I have to be, even though, like you said, it's on my back, Marvin Harrison Jr., but your approach to the game, bro, seems like you trying to start from the ground, like from dust, building the block, next thing. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I think I just always was wanted to be successful, always wanted to be the best.
Yeah.
I worked extremely hard throughout my whole life. So, every time I go out there, it's just like I got something to prove.
Yeah.
Because I feel like growing up, you don't get the credit you deserve when you Marvin Harrison's son. Everybody just say, oh, he only good because his dad. Yeah. Or he got this offer because his dad. He only going to Ohio State because, certain thing like that. So every time I step on the field, it's just like, I got something to prove at this point. Because give me my respect.
Yes, sir.
So that's just kind of how I felt about everything.
So you feel like, playing with a Hall of Fame name on you, it kind of make you feel like you haven't been discredited.
Yeah.
Discredited.
That's that Philly talking.
Yeah, probably. But
Hold on, since we
talking, that's that Philly talking.
First of all, let's understand we do have a Philly native here. Philly get a lot of hate on this pod. As you can be seeing. Sometimes they be hating. We ain't get a chance to talk, but definitely Embiid showed up in that Serbia game. But we gonna get into that in a little second. I got a real bone to pick with you, bro.
I know. Yeah.
I'm a real issue, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna say it was the basis of the pod, but me and you needed to have a conversation, bro.
Right.
So for Speed don't understand this, so I'm gonna break it down. Tim been affiliate several times.
Yeah.
Marv, as a freshman, went to my high school.
LaSalle
College High School.
Yeah.
I didn't hurt. Look, we stand. You know what I mean? I think I'm already in the league. I think I'm a rookie.
You might just got drafted.
Young Marv. Look, we got another one.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We doing it. Z done popped it off. The next thing I know,
We go across time.
to the rival school.
Oh, wow.
I pulled the KD. I did.
Pulled the KD.
The boys ain't have enough. They ain't have enough for you.
It's just like for where I wanted to get to. I feel like St. Joe's Prep would have offered me that better opportunity. Just playing on a bigger stage.
Okay.
We played a couple ESPN games.
Y'all did.
Hey,
Ain't no
he ain't got
big
flex on me.
stage.
Don't. This is my pro.
So he said y'all ain't got
This
the
my
big
platform.
stage?
Please don't flex on me like that, please.
And then it was just like, I haven't said I had Kyle McCord, the quarterback.
Come on.
He was my recent quarterback at Ohio State.
Yeah.
He was at St. Joe's Prep. And, as a receiver, you need a quarterback. No matter what you trying to do, you need to be a quarterback to be successful. So I felt as though, I don't know who the quarterback situation was after that, after my freshman year at LaSalle, but it wasn't going to be, it wasn't going to be
I'm
Kyle.
going to keep it P. It wasn't McCord.
So I was like, that was going to be my best opportunity to put myself around
McCord.
Speak on McCord. I had a chance to kick it with him, talk with him a little bit when I did the.
He's at Syracuse.
He's at Syracuse. Yeah, when I was the head coach at the spring game. Cool ball. You know what I mean? Look, St. Joe's Prep, look, Speed, you understand, that's real beef. That's real issues. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's been a couple
So
real
y'all the
scuffles
only
about
two
that.
hot schools in the city? Or like,
We really the best two. It's just that's really what it comes down to.
pretty
like,
much.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
anybody
like
else.
every
Anybody
year
else.
the chip coming down to Prep and LaSalle. So you
LaSalle.
just
So
you know,
it just-
and we
yeah.
play twice a year. So we play one because we're in the same division. So it's like you playing once.
But you was only there for 1 year.
On the right
Yeah,
side,
he
he
was
was on 1 year.
yeah.
Speed, so you being dirty.
I was
So
on 1 year. Yeah.
speak on that connection that you had with McCord. You know what I mean? Obviously, y'all put up numbers at Ohio State. Obviously, y'all was great, but I know the Ohio State standard is what it is. Speak on what you expect him to bring to Syracuse this year.
I mean, I think Kyle's a great quarterback. I really do. Obviously, what happened last year, if you really look at it, we could play away from probably beating the national championship team.
No,
100,
for sure.
100.
So it's like, I mean, the situation didn't really work out in his favor.
Yeah.
We brought in some transfers from Kansas State. He just got named a starter today, I think. A freshman from Alabama. So I think he wanted to do with the best interest of himself and going to Syracuse, kind of starting over. And I expect him to do great things, really, honestly.
I agree. Mark, was Syracuse ever in your top
Not
five?
even a chance.
That's
crazy.
Not even a chance.
See the truth coming out.
They
The
gave
truth coming out.
they gave
now Syracuse.
No.
Yo, Mark, come on,
chill,
bro. Not
Chill,
one.
Coming out. The truth
They
coming out.
gave you my first.
Cayenne, don't
The
listen.
truth coming
No,
out.
stop, because you really
About
making
LaSalle and
No,
Syracuse.
because I've been on the run lately. I've been on the run lately of being right, and you not
They
helping me
got to
right
be able to
now.
hook the big fish.
Yo, that's crazy.
You
Mark,
got to be able to
damn,
hook
we
the
ain't
big
make the
fish.
top
When the
five.
last,
Bro,
Mark.
you
when the
ain't
last
even-
time Syracuse had a receiver come out?
Bro,
whoa.
And they keep
First of
bragging
all,
about this tight end.
First of all,
They keep bragging
Rondé
about this tight
Gatson, I'm
end.
not letting you do that. Rondé Gatson is going to go first
Rondé?
round this year. I'm counting that.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
tight
Rondé,
end.
he's
Is
all
that
American.
the tight
Before
end?
him.
or no?
We've had
That's the tight end?
All-Americans. We've had All-Americans when I was there. Now, I get it that, the scheme was different. Look, you might as well write them. Look,
Right.
you were here. So I ain't going to say your path was wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just know I was rooting from afar. Like, you know what I mean? Same way. Young Cayenne, look, we got our eye on you.
Yeah, come on.
Little Cayenne.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Look, but Cayenne got us top 5, so you ain't even do that. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Syracuse isn't going to happen, though.
That's crazy. That's hate. That's
that was
an
never it.
absurd amount of
Okay.
hate. Let's speak on, obviously, you went from McCord to CJ. Talk about what that connection was. Your guys played together for 1 year?
With Kyle, yes.
Yeah.
Well, 1 year with Kyle, then kind of a year and
half with
when you
CJ.
got in the rotation with
Exactly.
CJ.
Yeah.
Obviously, what that was like, I mean, you was having, some of your best plays, best years. Obviously, with CJ, like, what was that like playing, obviously with a pro-ready quarterback like that and
Yeah.
now, watching him going.
I mean, it was great. I've been blessed to play with great quarterbacks throughout my whole career. Obviously, high school had Kyle.
Yeah.
He was Philadelphia all-time leading passer in yards, touchdowns, all that.
Yeah.
And then obviously CJ, we see what he do already. He in y'all division, so I ain't gonna speak on too much.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
but obviously, I knew CJ was gonna do what he was gonna do last year. I think he went to a great situation in Houston.
Okay.
And, it's been really good.
Okay, we
Really
got
good.
ZP, a
Look
little
at him.
ZP.
Look at him.
It's family. For sure. ZP, what up, baby?
man?
No, it ain't never interrupting. That's family.
What's up, man?
Yes, sir. You know what that is.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. Now, obviously, this is your first. You talked about training camp in college, training camp in NFL. Speak on how you felt joint practice was. This is your first experience. When we talked, I told you this is my favorite part of training camp.
No, I can see why.
Why you say
Joint
that?
practice was lit. That
Why
was
you say
lit.
that?
Just the competition. You get to go against the same guys every single day. They know your plays.
Right.
They know the splits you in. You know what route is coming. So it's different going to get a chance to go against you guys. You guys have some great corners over there too. I like our corners, real long. So it was good. Obviously, I didn't get a chance to play too much in preseason yet. We'll see what happens on Saturday. But that was a good first experience for me.
Who was a corner that you felt like you like matching up against that you enjoyed competing with?
I mean, Juju Brents.
For sure.
He's
For sure.
real
Yeah,
long. I think from Kansas State. So I kind of knew who he was before he was coming out. I never got a chance to play against him, but he's real long and gave me a good challenge.
No, for sure.
Mark, would you kind of going back? I saw a graphic like a couple of days ago that was talking about like the top wide receivers that were either at Ohio State. Like, are you in that list? Would you put yourself top 5?
I think I'm the best.
You think you do?
If I'm being,
I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
I gotta tell you, you got.
Okay.
look at it from a number standpoint,
Okay.
I think you do per game on a per game basis because I think Michael Jenkins or Chris Carter, they started their freshman year.
Right.
Started their whole freshman
Okay.
year. I didn't get to start my freshman year. I started one game my freshman year.
Okay.
And then obviously my last 2 years, I did my thing.
Fed. Yeah.
And then you look at the accolades, they up there with ain't no Heisman
talk about
finalists.
Okay.
I think we only had one other Blended Award winner, Terry Glenn. 2-time receiver of the year, Big Ten player of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, just
What
you
else?
can go down the whole list.
For sure.
Unanimous
Top five pick.
unanimous All-American back-to-back years.
Okay.
I mean, I did it all.
Yeah. No,
I
that's a
think
fact.
From an Ohio State standpoint, they always say, "Oh, you didn't beat Team Up North." So it's like, I mean, I didn't. I think that's a team kind of accomplishment. But
Yeah.
I think that'd be the only thing you could really say I didn't do.
That you didn't do as a wide
yeah,
receiver in your
Ohio
career.
State.
I agree.
So that's why I think I'm the best.
Yeah.
Man,
From
I
an
mean,
athlete and statistical standpoint, obviously talent-wise, we have some great Chris Carter Hall of Famer. I can never discredit him.
And who was your core at
So when I came in, I'm the 5th first rounder. So it's me, Jameson Williams,
right?
Chris Olave,
Okay.
Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Okay.
So when I came in as a freshman, that's what was in my room.
Hey, listen. Hey, young Marv. First of all, we gotta go. You gotta hit the bus. Hey, look. First of all, appreciate you popping in the trenches.
Of course.
Marv is a member for sure. First and foremost, definitely much love. Philly
I
native.
stay watching y'all. Keep doing y'all thing, man. I love
Yeah,
y'all.
Marv.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate
Yes, sir.
you,
I
bro.
appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. Speed said something crazy today on the field. Speed said something crazy, and I'm telling you first.
What y'all was on?
Speed said something crazy today.
This
What
man
y'all was on?
insane, bro. I'm never talking to him in practice.
No, Speed was
I'm
violent.
not even gonna
Speed
say
was
what I
violent.
think.
Speed
I'm not gonna
was
say what I
violent.
think. I'm not gonna say what I think.
Speed was violent. Speed said something crazy.
Oh, whoa.
Hey, okay.
Crash the party.
About that time.
After the show, it's the after party. And
First of all,
hey,
OG.
OG.
Okay, let me get an OG some leg room.
He watching the wrong.
Yeah, right there.
He watching the wrong.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes,
Let me
sir.
go. We doing that.
Okay.
He said go get his rolling, but go get your gold jacket. How about that one?
He's starting early. He's starting early.
Hitting the red
Oh,
zone.
man.
Should be
Hold on.
motivated.
Look,
Should be
without further
motivated.
ado, we just gonna do. We got Hall of Fame running back, Miami legend, from gold teeth to gold jacket. Enough said. Edgerrin James in the building. Round of applause for the legend.
We
For
hanging
sure,
out.
for sure.
We hanging out.
Edge,
man.
what's up, player?
Man, just cool. And come to check y'all boys out, man. Y'all got to bring that thing back.
Okay.
What it was. You
Yeah,
already know.
yeah. How you
Shit,
feeling?
yeah.
What it feel like to come back, check in? All y'all boys in the hall, in the ring now, like that's heavy.
Nah, it's cool, man. It's cool to come back because y'all in the best organization, man. I'm telling you, when you league-wide, they know it's only certain organizations you want to play for. So y'all in the right spot. You know what I'm saying? Then you got all the examples. You got everything you need to be successful, and you have the own hand examples that's always here to give you all the insight. And so, if nobody has success here, it's their fault.
For sure. You always, I mean, when you texted me the other day, and you were just like, yo, man, you said the same thing. You was like, yo, you playing for a top organization. You know, you're in the best organization in the world. Obviously, you haven't played here, play Arizona throughout your travels. Obviously, you met, talk, you know what I'm saying, linger with everybody. Speak on just the different things about this organization that make it special.
It's like family. That's one thing you really feel the family, and then all the way through when you're playing, and then now that everybody's career is over, it's still family, and it's like we just got Dwight Freeney in the Hall of Fame. So
Facts. Shout out to Freeney.
It was a big celebration, like everybody came together and everybody stay in touch.
Yeah.
And then you just reflect on how much work you put in, how hard it was. Me and Marv, we were on the plane together. We was talking about how hard we used to work at practice to make the game easier, and it's just those things right there that's already in you, and then you kicking them down to your children. And then when you get a chance to come out here with y'all, it's like, look, dog, all you got to do is do this. The game is too easy. The game's super easy. You just put in that work, and then you go have fun on Sundays.
100%. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Edge. Your reputation, your name, very strong in the indie circles.
Yeah.
Everybody know how you used to carry it, how you know what I'm saying, the respect it lingered. Talk about how, as obviously coming from Miami, me and Speed, we talked a lot about, when we come to Indianapolis, it's a little bit of a culture shock, kind of getting to learn and getting used to, just a Midwest environment. I didn't even know where Indiana was when I got drafted. No lie. I ain't gonna cap with you. But talk about how when you got here, how the city embraced you, how you embraced the city. Like, what was that like? You know what I mean? Just kind of making sure that you was turning the city up as y'all was turning up on the field.
You are who you are. I don't care where you at, and Ed's gonna be Edge, and that's one thing that anybody that knows me. I'm always gonna be myself. I ain't gonna never be out of pocket. You know, I understand, you know, the good spaces, the bad spaces, and I found where I can maneuver. And then Cincinnati, then Indianapolis, I was saying Cincinnati. My son is Cincinnati. I've been talking about Cincinnati basketball a lot. But Indianapolis, they embraced me, and then the city, you know, it was super cool. And then getting out and you bringing, you know, when I was younger, you know, you go see 20, 30 people with me. You know, it's like entourage, everybody hanging, you bringing everybody with you as you kind of walk this journey. And so that was part of my comfort level. And then we was just being us. And then the people in Indy, they was good. So we would have these Monday night things because, you know, after the game, you don't really have much to do. So
what was y'all saying that you used to say?
What?
Just like what?
Just like last week.
Just like last week. Just like last week.
They put you up on it. Hey,
come on, we shot more together.
Okay. Y'all been in the lab, but that's how it goes. Like every week, man. Cause like when you winning, you know, it just builds momentum, and you don't want to go back to that.
Yeah,
feeling.
speak on that confidence of the team and how the team feel when y'all rolling. Then 1 3 in a row, 4 in a row,
man,
keeping that ball rolling.
You know, the Coach Dungy, you know, he kept everything in perspective, and so you look forward to, like, you playing for that home field advantage, and you playing for the playoffs from the beginning. You never lose back to back. Always division games, you gotta really take them serious, and once November hit, you know, it's Victory Monday. So it's like, man, you can, like, we can go down the schedule. We're gonna book our flights. We're gonna book our flights, and that just shows that confidence. Like, you manifest those things because you're like, man, we got to put our work in because, man, we don't want to have to come back and go to the building on the day that we had the opportunity to not go. So a little stuff like that, it just kept you going. And you had, as a team, you know, you had where everybody got together, everybody hung out. You know, everybody come from different walks of life, but you're gonna find your pocket. You know, and I'm nightlife outside pocket. So
that boy outside.
Yeah, and it connected. I connected with the younger players. You know, they're looking at, oh, Ed, you had success, but you still hang with a person that wasn't drafted or a person late draft pick. You know, it's because that's when who you are, where you come from, all that matters then. Yeah. Because when you start playing, okay, you get drafted in this position, or you may be in superstar status. But when it comes back to the people that you just genuinely grind with or really hang with or can kick it with, that's when that helps build it, because everybody got the people they hang with, and you uplift them. Because it's like some of the guys, they used to be shocked, like, man, I'm hanging with Edge, and I'm happy to be hanging with somebody that understand, like, this is what we do. We're gonna go out, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna kick it, but we're gonna work too.
It's funny that you said that. EJ get mad at me all the time. I ain't gonna lie. It just happened the other day, no question. EJ always says, because I just got married in April, he always say, Z, why you always talking about marriage? Every time he walk over. But the young boys be coming to ask me, they, Z, I got the whoop. He be getting mad and stuff.
Every time I pull up on him, he having a marriage conversation.
Bro, I can't help it.
Crazy thing is, I knew him when he wasn't married, so it's just like not like anything wild going on. You feel what I'm saying?
I didn't want to
but
see.
it's just
Red alert. Red alert.
The conversation different now. Every time I pull up on him, he having a marriage. He's schooling the young ones. He's schooling the young ones.
The conversation was always cool though. You feel me?
We gotta wait 10 years, man. We'll revisit this in 10 years.
But now I do want to ask, what's from that Super Bowl season, what's one memory?
Well, I had left the year before.
You had left the year before? Well, with that, you still
but
had
the team
that
was still.
team.
They said that year before was y'all best team though.
Yeah,
but you still have to get it done.
For sure.
You know, it's about getting it done. But we had but we built up to that, and you know, the team, you knew it was on its way. We was knocking at the door every year. It's just, you're missing this or you're missing that, and you learn from every loss, and you just build on every season. Especially when you come in and you really look yourself in the mirror and say, what can I do to get better? What can we do to get better? And it was just a progression. So you knew it was going to happen. Like, we should have got 2 or 3 of those things in that little era. Sure. But, you know, it just didn't happen that way. You know, so, but we learned, you know, everybody learned at the same time.
Yeah. What was the it factor that team had, though?
Well, all the good teams, man, they start out with the work. Everybody put in the work, and everybody had, like, personal goals and team goals, and everybody was locked in. Like, you didn't have to say, go hard at practice. You didn't have to say, hey, get up, do the reps. You had, Cato was the person, he got the music going, he got the defense going. Everybody had their thing, and then it's that you get out there, compete, and it kind of got to a point where it started feeling like college again. Like, college is where you have fun.
For sure.
You out there competing, and then we got to a point where we was really competing against each other and everybody going hard. But it starts at the top. When you got the face of the league out here every day early doing this thing, and then you got Marv, you got myself, you got Reggie, you got Freeney. Everybody was committed to the game. You didn't have somebody that wasn't into it or somebody that was halfway doing it or just leaning on the fact that they was talented. Everybody put in work. And everybody cared. It's like everybody cared about making plays. You don't want to just be on the team. You don't want to just be there. You want to be somebody that's making an impact.
Speak on, we talked, me and Speed actually had this talk one time. We was potting one night that me and him was just outside rapping. And we were just talking about going into your season, like your season goals, right? Now, obviously me and Speed, we different type players, so we were just talking about differently. I'm the type person, I talked to Reggie about this too. Reggie actually pulled my card about it because he said I wasn't dreaming big enough. But Reggie talked to me about he would write his goals out every year, and if it was like, if I hit this, I'm crazy number one. I might MVP it. And if I miss them, I'm landing on top 5, right? So talk about how, obviously you as a great player, and I talked to Frog before. Frog used to tell me, he told me that every offseason you would come back and you'd be like, I'm working on something different. I'm adding this to my game. I'm adding this to my game. So speak on what that offseason preparation was like that kept pushing you forward, and then also speak to what was your mentality going into a season, just in terms of goals, whether that was all pro, whether that was 1,500 yards on the ground. Did you think about stuff like that, or was it just you treating it week by week?
Well, first of all, it's about, you're always going to set your goals. It's like me from the beginning, I had a chart that you had Barry, Emmett, all the top guys, and first you don't exist on the chart. And that every year you get closer and closer, and you just keep working. So that's one thing you got to say, okay, if I'm going to play the game, I got to play to be the best. If I'm not trying to be the best, what am I doing out here?
That's a fact.
So that was the mindset from that standpoint. And then when it comes to the off season, every year you just want to get better. And I found that, the game gets boring after a while because Mondays are Mondays, Tuesdays are Tuesdays. It becomes the same thing. You're out working, you work hard, so you have to find things to push yourself. So I would push myself from a standpoint of, can I get better in the passing game? Can I get better in the run game? Can I learn what the defense is doing? I used to call Ray Lewis, I call Ed Reed, say, man, after the game, man, what you saw on me? What did you see to help me get better? And so you just constantly just keep working to get better. And then the game, it just gets easier and easier. And so you have to find things to motivate yourself. And as far as being the best, you're just looking at, say, man, this game right here has some great people come through. So I just want to be in that conversation. I want to be one of those guys that get that call in the end of it. Plus, first of all, we always want to make a lot of money. We want to make some money.
100.
We understand that we're putting our body on the line. We're putting a lot at risk, for the future of our healthy selves. And so you want to make sure you protect from that. You're protected from that standpoint. But as far as the game, you want to say, man, I want to get out here and be one of the guys you look. I used to hate going in the after practice you gotta go watch film.
Yeah.
Who you rather watch, yourself or you watch somebody else? You know what I'm saying? I want to watch me. So I'm gonna take more reps at practice, because if not, I'm not gonna be into it. So it's like little things you got to do like that. You got to play the game within the game, and you have to have these little things within yourself to say, man, these are things that's gonna keep me motivated. Because when you get to a certain level, you say, oh, I led the league in rushing, or I'm leading the league and I'm the top dog right now. It's like, but there's more. There's somebody that did better. But then you do it within winning, because you can easily be a stat guy and you get all the stats, but it's no fun when the team not winning or when everybody has success with us. It wasn't like, oh, you the big dog and then everybody else follows you. It's like everybody got their own thing, but everybody's somebody.
Speak on that. Obviously, you said, obviously Peyton, he's the QB. He wanted to throw for a bunch of touchdowns, a bunch of yards, but you got Reggie, you got Marv, you got yourself, you got Dallas. Obviously y'all had guys all over. Talk about what that was like. Everybody won. That's a lot of big dogs. That's a lot of head honchos. Yeah. What was that dynamic like? Was it competitive? Was it a lot of give? What was that like in terms of, because everybody want the ball. Look, this boy is 2-minute drive. You like, nah, hit me in the flat. He ain't gonna catch me. This 20 apiece. Yeah. Marv like, no, throw it up. Red's like, no, I'm cooking. So like, how was that dynamic like in that huddle, like in practice? Like, how'd y'all go about that?
Nah, if you understand the game, all you got to do is be out there. If you be out there, the situation going to make it happen for you. Because any team that has common sense on the defensive side, are you going to give up that big play and let Marv hit you deep, or are you going to say, okay, we're going to try to make them grind it out? So they got to pick and choose. So with us, it always worked itself out. And whenever you out there, the thing about this game is about availability. At the end of every game, you look at every team's rushing stats. They're going to be 80, 90, 100 and something. So if it's going to be that, I want all of it. So all I need to do is just be out there. Yeah. I'm going to get me if I just be out there. And then that's what it really comes down to. And you just wait your time. When your opportunity comes, you say, okay, it could be the clock running out, going to halftime. We're going to just run a draw. Man, let me try to get me 15, 20 yards off this.
I knew
you know what I'm saying?
I knew the
you got to.
Nitpick yard.
You got to get it.
We in prevent.
You know that. It's like, let me get what I can. Let me get that. You know, so and then with the receivers, it's like, man, you got to make your stuff count.
For sure.
Because
for sure.
man, if this receiver getting doubled, that means you got one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna work. It's gonna work itself out. And then we had a good quarterback that understood the players. He understood you got to have balance, because it's like, okay, what you gonna do? Make it rough for me, and I'm the one that got to sit back here and protect you all day, put everything on the line to make sure.
There you go.
And so everybody got to work together. Marv, Reggie, they gotta make sure they block. They gotta make sure they do their job. If everybody do their job, the stats take care of themselves.
Could you talk about that, man? Because I've been hearing you like mention it in every nugget that you've been given, every one that you've been talking about has led with winning. Yeah. How important, bro, is like just winning, not only just to your career, that gold jacket, all of it. Like, how important is that? Why is that? And especially, I'll say like this in football, because I think in other places, you know what I'm saying, like, might be stat oriented, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got 1,000 points here, 10,000 points there. Like, you can really get stamped in the NFL if you win.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. It's like, if you win, you play longer. The guys that have a bunch of stats, they're home in January. You know, but the team that's playing and that's winning, that's, you know, the fan base, it swells for the people that's playing, and it shrinks for everybody that's not playing. And if you're playing in the postseason, you want to be one of the guys that's out there. You want to be one of the teams that's out there. For sure. Like, you want, and that's what it's all about. It's like, it's about winning. It's like everybody want to be able to enjoy each other's success. And if you playing with the right guys, they understand their role. They understand, hey, when your opportunity come, make the most of it. Everything's better when you win.
Who was the guy in the league? Because I always mess with Cato about Clint Portis. I tell him Clint Portis was his guy. Who was the guy in the league that you was like, all right, when I play him, you feel me? Let me strap up. Let me do my thing. Like, you know, somebody who raised your level of play.
No, it's anytime I play the Miami Hurricanes, like you gotta be like represent
all them boys, Ray.
Yeah. So when you play
all them boys,
because we all came together, you know. And then anytime you played against somebody who had a big name, if somebody got a big name, I want to play. I want to be 100. In that vicinity. I want to be somebody that stand out. So and every week is somebody different, and you always got to find, like, man, you got to find reason to go. But then you start looking at these people that when you was children, like, we just played the Buffalo. My mom was a big time Buffalo Bills fan, so we got a chance to play against Bruce Smith and all those guys. It was like, man, that was pretty cool. You know, my mom probably was rooting for them, but then pulling for me.
I know that's like.
Yeah, so
they my family. I know they be rooting for the Eagles. It's cool though. It's love.
Yeah,
shout out to Jalen.
That's how I go, man.
Yeah. Hey, look, I ain't gonna hold you. Look, and I want to obviously keep being very mature and serious, but were you really riding around with $1 million in the minivan and like middle? It's like, come on, bro. Let's get right to it, bro.
Ready for it.
Listen, I'm ready to ride with $1 million right now. That's what.
Where did you get $1 million in ones? First and foremost, you can't even go to the bank and grab 30 bands.
They asking the wrong question. I'm trying to ride shotgun. let me go next time.
Ride shotgun, get shot.
He ain't ready for that. He gonna get scared.
Man, that was early in the morning, man. All them gangsters, they ain't up, man. They sleep, man. All the gangsters sleep early in the morning. Hey, the gangsters, robbers, killers, they ain't up, man. We know they schedule, man. So we ain't worried, man.
We ain't worried about the Jack boys, man. That's funny.
Yeah, they sleep, man. They sleep. You know, nobody getting up early, man.
Yeah, no, all good time though. That was great. Look, great picture though.
No, it was a great jump.
Great jump.
Obviously, talk about JT, man. Obviously, JT, one of the top backs in the league. Talk about just kind of what you see for him. Obviously, he went through, very similar situation that you went through, kind of with the contract. Obviously, he kind of was able to work it out. You had to go and extend your career in Arizona. Talk about, just a relationship that you've able to build with him, things that you've seen with him, things you see kind of coming up for him.
As a running back, it's like you just always want to pull for him and support him. You don't really have to give too much because it's like, you are who you are. And JT, he got a nice game. He just got to make sure he stay healthy, stay on the field, and everything else going to work itself out, And I know he had to go through that stuff last year, Those one of those situations to where I personally don't like missing camp. I don't like missing work.
I'm the same
because
way.
I know it affects you long term, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So I never tell a person what to do, just put all the information out there, and hopefully it works out because you got to be on the field. You got you got to be out here. You got to be playing, and you got to get that chemistry. This is not a game that you can just show up and play. Nah, this right here, this thing's serious. The NFL is serious, but I'm glad we got through that phase, and now he get a chance to get out here and play. But you just got to stay healthy. Got to be that person that everybody can count on, and that's what hopefully happens, and that's what I want to see. Cause JT got game. He got game. He make some nice moves, make some good decisions, and that breakaway, he gonna get out on you. He see a crease, it's money. So those are things right there. He just got to be patient and just keep letting it work itself out.
Who's some running backs in the league that you like? You see their game. I know you probably get a lot. Who's some running backs that when you watch them, you like, damn, I like how he play. He got that dog. Because I ain't gonna lie, we a little mean to the running backs around here. Now it was a little different. I know James Conner for a long time. Me and him been playing for a minute. It's a little against my nature to be friendly, but I was trying my best not to be a villain.
Yeah, right now I'm gonna sit back and really pay attention to it a little bit more this year. Because after a while you get back, it's so much change. Like you never get to where you can really like lock in on this guy, and but that boy out in San Fran, he do his thing and he consistent, and it's coming.
Okay.
That's where you can really judge somebody, because if they know it's coming and you still able to make some plays when they know that it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. But it's a lot of good guys out here, man. I used to always like watching Alvin. Alvin, he's always smooth with it. But it's so many guys that you watch. But as far as who the person that right now, I'm loyal to the Colts, man. So I'm around that JT got to handle his business, man.
Yes, sir. JT. Shout out to that boy JT.
2-8.
No, 100%. No, man. So, I ain't gonna lie, man. I definitely, first of all, appreciate you coming and kick it with us.
Yeah, anytime, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I listened to your Hall of Fame speech one day. We was in the dog days. I needed some motivation.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm gonna just run through a couple of Hall of Fame Jones. So I listened to your joint, and you talked about, obviously, the big one was the gold teeth to the gold jacket.
Yeah.
Talk about obviously just being yourself and just kind of how far that's got you. A lot of people, in today's world, they always want to fit in and feel like they got to be a certain person. I feel like you are literally the man you are today, and you command the respect in the rooms that you do because you was just firm on being on yourself. Talk about how important that was for you.
It's super important because people, they love genuine people, and you can just be yourself. You can get farther ahead. The worst thing to do is be something over here, then you be something somewhere else, and it sends mixed signals. But if you sit up there and say, man, this is what I'm doing, this is how I'm doing, as long as I know I'm not doing nothing wrong, I ain't bothering nobody, I'm in my own world, so I'm in my own space. So if you come over here, you bothering me because I'm not over there checking for you or bothering you. So when somebody enter this space right here, it's easy to give them what it is because I'm never looking to be part of this group or this game. I got my own thing going. Yep. And when you got your own thing going, you stay focused in there, you stay out of trouble. And so I've always stayed out of trouble because I just stayed with what I knew. And, then as you start going along this journey, you start meeting people, so you have to kind of venture out. But these people really want to see who you are, and once a person peep that you flaw or they
never
peep
get
that
it back.
they're like, man, he a bullshit artist or he a liar or man, be careful. Like nobody can never walk around and say, man, hey, be careful with that guy Edge. You won't get it. You will never get it. I don't care where I'm at. Nobody would never say, hey, Edge bullshitted me, Edge, because I don't have to live like that. And I hold myself accountable. It's like I'm always walk in the room and say, man, it's either gonna be somebody as real as me, or I'm just gonna be the realest person in the room.
No question.
And because I'm gonna be straight up, I don't have nothing to lose. And when you don't have nothing to lose, man, you can just be you. And that's the way I carry myself. And I've never benefited from doing something wrong or going against somebody, talking down on somebody, acting crazy against somebody. Nothing good came out of it. And I've always got nothing but blessings and things from the man up top that's taking care of me, just being me. And so I was put here just to be me, and hopefully, other people see that they can be themselves, because it's a beautiful thing when you can just wake up and be. I don't have to, I walk in the room, you got dreads, you got gold, people looking at you, and I'm super comfortable, And then people started to say, okay, dang, this guy all right. This guy right here, I kind of judged him, or I thought he was going to be like who I've seen or what has been presented on television, the news, or in the hip-hop industry. But when you start talking to me like, man, this dude like really be reading books. This dude really on his A game, because those are the things that I've had to do to father myself, getting to know people, getting around people. And then it just makes you so much more comfortable when you're able to get on any level. Like I can go from the hooders of the hoods to sitting up in the boardroom and still be edged. Sure. Because like when I say something, I'm gonna say what I know. If I don't know, I know how to raise my hand, or hey, look, that don't really make sense to me. I don't really understand that. Can you repeat that? Just real quick. And see, I don't have a problem with admit that I'm not familiar with that. I don't have to sit up there and try to wing something. Like you ain't gonna know, like I don't know what you're talking about. It's like that's what it is.
Yeah, 100. No, Edge Hall of Fame running back, Edgerrin James. Hey man, you still like cars, man? You still a car guy, old school?
Yeah, I got them. They're a headache. They're a headache, but
Speed be trying to get this little old school.
I got my old school. I got the 69 Caprice.
Okay.
I got the T-top Cutlass, the Z28.
Drop the stats.
Cars, man.
I ain't never heard him talk like that. Yeah. Okay.
I play around with people.
I that horn.
Okay, the kids.
But we was up here. We used to bring our cars out and go to Riverside. It was
the car show.
Sundays. Yeah. No, we created our own thing. Reggie even brought his car up here.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that.
The white on white joint, huh?
Yeah. So we used to bring the cars out, and man, the cars it's one of those things where you can just show your true creativity, and everybody can get on that level. Like if you say, okay, I'm gonna go get a Rolls, I'm gonna get a Ferrari, that just kind of, you already price people out, But
you can
go. Edge, you talking to somebody.
Yeah, that's what you did. You done price the boys out, man. You done price the boys out, but nah, you can, man. With the old schools, man, you can just put your flavor in it. You can say, okay, I like this, and you just put them color combos together, and then you can take it to the next level to where if your shit running, now you on another level. It's just so much you can do to it, but so many people can attain it. That's the thing I like about the car game. Nobody can go get what you got.
Everybody can.
You know what I'm saying?
The youngest coming through on you got the youngest coming through on the donks.
First of all, talk about the car show though, because I ain't gonna hold you. People don't be understanding, like, the parking lot is a real, you know what I'm saying? That's real pressure. I was getting passed up for a long time too, man. Don't let these boys tell you. I bought the whip my December, my rookie year. That was 7 years ago. I've been getting passed up, the young boys coming in, they parking in my parking spot. I'm threatening people in the locker room.
They coming in with the whips now.
Nah, these young boys is way.
Yeah, they coming in with the vets.
Yeah, they getting that
pay.
They getting that pick for real.
But talk about the car shows, man. You gotta have fun with it, man. You gotta have fun. It's like, it ain't what you pull up in. It's what you do when you inside the building and what you pull out with. It's like,
they talk to him there,
man.
Win some. Win a rep.
Oh man, he said win a rep. Win a rep. Now look, he pulling up for a second. We gonna let you go. I know you got places to be, but we be going back and forth with Cato. Obviously, Cato in our room.
Yeah.
What was them battles like? You know what I mean? Because Cato the funniest old head, because he the invincible old head. You know what I mean?
Nah,
back
Cato
in his
cool,
day, they
man.
didn't do this. Back when he played, they didn't do that. So speak on with Cato was like, how funny it is Cause I always, when I see Cato and Reggie, I think about me and EJ. I'd be like, bro, in 20 years, me and EJ came back and we was just coaching. I'm coaching the D line or something, and we like Reggie and Cato just be out here hanging out. Yeah. I'm like, don't y'all got individual or something? Y'all over here joking about the old days,
messing with me.
Yeah, like, bro. What's that? I know that's funny just seeing them boys.
See, Cato was a safety that came from Michigan. You know, he was.
You saying he was little?
No, he was as a
linebacker.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to answer to that.
I'm gonna answer that. Yeah, as a linebacker, you know, he wasn't one of those big bulky linebackers. So if Cato, you know, we just get out here and practice, and Cato, he was one of the finesse guys. So you know, the finesse guys, you just gotta let him do. Like Cato come doing all this, right? You just wait, like, man, get that shit over with. You know, like. No, Cato was one of them. He was one of them. Yeah, he rap. That's how I used to be like when we used to have to do blocking drills, man. I remember Cato, he come with all this move, like, yeah, and for me, like, all I do is sit there like, man, I'd be so glad when he stopped all this dumbass moves, man. Come on, man, like, get to it. So, but and then me and Cato, we used to get out and compete, but it got a little bit more when I was going on the franchise tag, and I was like, man, I'm selling my house. I'm only this, so I moved in with Cato. I moved in with Cato. I said, Cato, I promise you, if you follow my lead, I'm gonna get you to the Pro Bowl. Ooh. And he was like, I don't know if he believed me or not.
I know how Cato's skeptical. Yeah, I know how Cato.
Yeah, I didn't know if he believed me or not, but he had this 3-bedroom that was right behind the facility, and so I moved in with Cato. And I said, man, I'm only going to stay here like through the week, but in the weekend, I'm going to go stay at the hotel. You know, I was always going to stay at the hotel. Sure. And I said, but Cato, I got a strict routine, man. I said, everybody don't understand. Like, this is why this shit's so easy to me. And I said, man, these are things we got to do. After the game, you got to do this every day. So you have all the stuff, but nobody used to never get to see what I was doing. Because anytime you see me, you just see me out hanging, partying, kicking it. But I don't never drink. You know, I would never drink or any of that. And so I had Cato, hey, wake up in the morning, this is what we got to do. This is what we got to do. You got to watch film. You got to do all this stuff right here. Next thing you know, Cato in the Pro Bowl. You ask him right now, tell him he owed me a Pro Bowl jacket.
That's crazy.
Pro Bowl jersey.
He said he want that Pro Bowl check.
Yeah,
he want that Pro Bowl
now
check.
Now you can keep the check, man. I want the jersey, man.
Okay.
But that was cool because I'm like, man, I got a system. I'm like, dog, you got to be disciplined. Certain things you got to do. I'm talking about every week, and you got to commit to it. And Cato bought into it because a lot of times when you talk to guys, especially that made it to the pros, they feel like they know everything. Yeah. So you just waste time.
So I know.
Yeah, you waste time talking to them, and then everybody come with excuses. Well, you can do this, but you can. And it's like, no, man, we got certain things you got to do, certain things that everybody's able to do and capable of doing. Man, you got to do them. And when Cato started, he bought into it, and they say, you know, I feel good because Cato went to the Pro Bowl and we was coming out the same little apartment. We was right, you can see the building. It was right behind it. And people were shocked that I would go stay over there. I was like, man, I want to stay where I can get the most sleep and I can see the building. I can get right to work, you know, and I'm never going to miss work. That's what I'm up here for.
I mean, I ain't going to hold you. I mean, can you give a little of the routine?
Yeah,
I mean,
hey, y'all boys,
I ain't trying to overstep. But I want to join the Pro Bowl apartments. Hey, look.
Yeah.
Me and Speed, we got to stay downtown together. Right. Yeah.
Talk about that later.
Yeah, that was during them time when I was playing. Now I'll invoice y'all boys, man. Let me know if you want that, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Pro Bowl
it's gonna come with the gold jacket stamp at the top. Right at the top.
Guaranteed results. I promise you that.
Man, that's hilarious, bro. Dang, bro, I gotta holler at Cato about that apartment story. That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
definitely love that, man. And I ain't gonna lie, that's definitely dope how y'all just competed to push each other, you know, every day. I ain't gonna lie. I be telling JT that, bro. I was talking to the media the other day, and I was just telling bro, like, I missed having JT last year, bro, because he made me so much better, bro. Like, and I've been telling the guys too, like even Quenton and Ryan Kelly, like, bro, playing against a Pro Bowl center and all pro guard every day, it's like these other dudes can't block me, bro, because y'all ain't as athletic as Quinn, and y'all ain't as smart as Ryan. So and then with JT just patient cutting. Like, I tell him all the time, like, bro, I need you, bro, because you pushing me, you making me better, bro. I'm cool with losing the rep, because guess what? Every day I'm pushing to get that to that mode. So that's dope.
Yeah,
to hear that. Like that's how y'all.
You got it, but you got to do that. You know, it's like you can't wait till game day to test your motor. You know, you got to test that thing out here. You got to push it, and you got to know where you at, because game day, it's serious. It's about reacting then. But throughout the week, you got to go to people who going to compete against you. If you got somebody who, like, if I'm doing my blocking drills, I got somebody who's going to come up there and not going to take it serious or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to embarrass him, or I'm going to try to, I'm be like, I'm going to let you know, man, you need to move. You ain't ready for this.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to always get, like, the rookie guys, especially in training camp. Sometimes they'd come, I've established myself. I got a name. You get the young dudes, they come, they be like talking big, and I be like, nah, I got to show y'all I'm really what you saw.
Hey, look, sometimes you got a back tie.
Yeah, so
it be like that.
But that's when it's fun too, because it makes you stay on your A game. So
sure.
like training camp right now, you probably got some young your linebackers, you got some young running backs that utilize the fact that they may not know what they're doing, but they're going full speed, and it's gonna help your game. So you got to, like, in this, man, when you playing ball, you got to keep finding things that motivate you, because after a while you're gonna be done seeing everything, and you'll get relaxed. So you have to find things to say, man, look, I'm not gonna get relaxed because I'm finding something new. And so for me, it was more, okay, Peyton, what are you looking for? How do you know about this? What do you know about this? Tell the O-line, what are y'all doing with this? And so you just start asking questions. So you learn the whole game. Go to a linebacker. Say, okay, when you're doing this, what are you doing? If you see this, what you looking for? You know what I'm saying? I look at my stance, just looking at everything, because that's the only way you're gonna stay interested in it. And that's where you start seeing people start to taper off. Things become a distraction. You got to stay locked into it.
No, for sure. We're gonna let you go. Sure. Obviously, Edge in the building, live in the trenches. Last thing, at least for me, just speak on, obviously, playing with Peyton. You mentioned, just going to him. Obviously, the sheriff. We already know. Just the tempo that he set in practice. But obviously, JT talked about with him and Anthony, he was saying that it's just them two back there. And he said he felt like it's a special connection between the running back and the quarterback, something I honestly never even thought about before. Talk about what that was like, obviously, you sharing the backfield with Peyton and, just kind of how that, helped, work with your game and how y'all both made each other better back then.
Well, when you have somebody like Peyton that has total control of the offense, it's certain situations to where the relationship takes it even farther. Like he got to know that I'm gonna have his back, because one hit, you're out of there. And for me, I got to know that he's gonna put me in the best position or best situation to run the ball. And sometimes it can go either or, and I might need a couple more yards, and he could have threw a pass, but he might do the run because it go either way. And so the relationship, it's deeper than just somebody handing you a ball or you blocking. It's like you got to really take care of each other, because y'all, like, you're the last line of defense as a running back, and then this quarterback right here, he's controlling the game. He's really controlling the game. And then you talking about trying to win, you got to be able to run that ball. You got to be able to get that. A lot of times you think about the teams that didn't get that 3rd and 1. It changed the whole dynamics of the game. So you have to understand the quarterback, running back play is probably the most important from the interior. Of course, you have your line, you have everything, but that quarterback, running back, that it's something special. It's different. And P always, he would always put us in the best situation. Yeah. And that's one thing that you got to appreciate, because when you go other places, they just call the play that the coach sends in. And you can see that you're running into a wall, and all you do is just say, I just got to hold on, because you look at it, this a bad call. Yeah. Because once you play this game long enough, you know what the defense is trying to do and what they're not trying to do. But when you got somebody like that really understands, and then he's spreading that thing around, making sure everybody happy. That was probably his most difficult job, trying to
keep all y'all dogs, all the dogs fed.
Everybody fed.
Yeah, you got to. It's like it's no way you come out here and put in all this work and you think about your off season. We train in 100 degrees weather in South Florida. I'm not gonna put in all this work and I don't get the results. Like, that's not gonna happen. If I don't put in the work and nothing happens, I ain't mad at myself. But if I go through and I put in the off seasons that I was putting in and I'm not one of the best, I'm really disappointed in myself. And so you got to get out here and want the ball. If I got a teammate and he's a receiver, he don't care to catch the ball, or the running back don't care, it's like that right there is like that's not my type of teammate.
Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. I be telling dudes all the time, and I actually meant to ask Young Marv about this because I saw they was going back and forth. If you are a receiver and you don't feel like the best play every play is you getting the ball, I don't really want you to play.
Yeah.
I think a receiver is built to be a diva, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like you gotta if you're a receiver, to me, I just feel like the game is so one-on-one. That's like a cornerback. A cornerback to me has to have that mentality. Don't throw my way, or I'm taking this the other way. Like it's just like
if I'm a receiver, I'm looking at it like, man, I'm just gonna do the film gonna show it. You know, it's like. And I'm just gonna go out and like the deviant, I'm just gonna bust your ass. They ain't even gotta give me the ball. I'm gonna bust, and then you're gonna make them want to get me the ball. And then I'm gonna make you command 2 people on me. I said I deserve 2 people guard me. You know what I'm saying? That's how good I want to be when I'm out there. You know, so those are things that you have to do because you can't get every ball. But when it does come, man, you got to make people pay for it. It's like when I went to Arizona, man, Anquan Bolden, he never complained for the ball because he said, man, all I need is 1 or 2 balls coming my way because I'm going to make something happen. You know, it's just different mentalities of people. Some people need the ball a lot. And so it depends on where you're playing at. But I like the ones that got that dog in them to where it's like, if I ain't got the ball, man, watch me mutt this DB.
I'm going.
Facts.
He going. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him in the ground. It's like so on the film. And then the thing about when you watch film, those things stand out. You look at those, you be like, dang, he just got drugged. The fan may not see it, but we see it. And then the DB knew, like, man, dang, man, this man just beat me bad. I'm so glad the quarterback didn't see that. And so what do you think the coach is going to look at? They're going to be like, hey, he was wide open. And you just wide open. He's wide open. Somebody going
get you that ball.
Common sense going to kick in and say, man, look, this dude is wide open. So those are things that I look at. You know, when I see the receivers, man, I'm just gonna bust ass regardless.
See, that's the thing is I'm not a stat dude. I don't set goals at the beginning of the season. I play the season out, and I like to go off wins. I feel like if I'm a starting linebacker and I'm on the field and we lead the season with 13, 14 wins, I feel like I definitely played a role.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying.
I understand that approach, but the reality of it is like great team guy, but when it comes times for you to get compensated, they're gonna go look at stats. So you have to make sure you find a happy medium or balance because you're gonna know your worth, and your worth on this team may not be the same on another team because this team right here you was able to do that. So you got to find a space that says, man, look, I'm gonna get me some stats, but I'm gonna do my job. But these things right here are gonna show where I've affected the game. And as long as that's obvious, you just don't be crying when it comes contract time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
So that's the only thing I would say because everybody has a role. Everybody has to do their job. It's like I got to go in there and I got to stick my face in there and block and block and block, and nothing happens and nobody pays attention to it. But your quarterback see it, your line see it, everybody else sees it, and they start seeing the value of, man, dang, you know what? You really did something. So there's just different ways you look at it. Like right now, everything's just so stat driven that it kind of confuses the game. And it puts you in a bad space.
Yeah.
True. For sure. Well, nah, look, Ash, man, first of all, we appreciate you jumping into the trenches, bro. Obviously, you know, it's nothing but love.
Been waiting on this one.
Definitely love and support to your pod. You know, love everything that you're doing. Watching, I was just watching you had a great conversation with damn, what's my man name? I forgot. Y'all was just on there talking. Just was watching one of your clips the other day. Just about all the different wisdom that you be giving up and the different things you be talking. So definitely shout out to you on Plug Your Pod and the and all this stuff.
Creative Life, you know, I'm living it. Yeah. Creative Life podcast. We outside every day. We just having fun with it. But for me, it's more of like it's somewhat like a mentorship, you know, and then eventually I may end up getting behind a mic or something at some point. I don't know, but
okay.
But I got to be having fun. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't do things that's gonna restrict me from the freedom, you know, like we fight for freedom, and that's what Creative Life is all about, you know, being able to like really create this lifestyle that you deem as right, and deem that thing that you really see as, man, this is the way I would live if I didn't have this situation, that situation. So I'm always trying to motivate, uplift, and inspire people to just go after whatever you want. Because if not, people gonna put you in a little pocket and they're gonna let you sit right there until you complain and until they find somebody that can replace you.
No, that's 100. That's 100. Well, no, I definitely appreciate you. Appreciate you stepping into the trenches.
Yes, sir.
Once again, Hall of Fame running back Edgerrin James, man. Let's give him a round of applause.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all
Colts
boys,
legend,
man.
Miami legend. I ain't gonna look. Next time you got the million in cash, maybe he could
Y'all don't be up
maybe
that
I could
early,
horse and
man.
buggy. Maybe
Y'all don't be up there.
Look,
early,
since
man.
I can't ride shotgun, you know what I mean? Maybe I could just wave when you ride by. Goddamn. Look, I can wave.
Hey, just tell him the location. Wait, he said, "Don't meet me there. Beat me there."
You
You
hear
know?
me?
Man, it'll be done happen before you even know it. Don't
Oh
even
my
prep,
God.
man.
First of all, did you get? First of all, I ain't gonna lie to you before I let you go, because when we saw the clip, I ain't gonna lie, we had a locker room
Everybody was
live
like, man, there ain't
argument.
no $1 million.
I'm gonna tell you the argument that we had. I don't think it's actually realistic that you could spend $1 million in a strip club. I don't think so. In one sitting. Now, obviously, you got a different world, but that's what I said.
Well, that was during Super Bowl time, and we had the dome. We had a big dome there, so we needed more money than that. So that you talking about the nightlife? You talking about a dome that has over 100 tables, and you talking about in South Florida? That's not a bigger deal, man. I'm telling you.
I'd have put
I
over
need to get my paper up and my
No.
situation up.
I'd have put over the
Sam.
5-piece.
Get some
Go
sunlight.
to get in the nightlife.
Put a little five.
It looks to me, you gotta hit this. You know what I mean? Start grabbing something off the floor. Hey.
Yeah.
No, it's no, man. It's like those weekends. Those weekends are big. Those weekends
You
are
said
big.
that M wasn't enough.
Damn, yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, get in the loop. Get in the loop.
Look, let me tap in. You know, I'm gonna text you next time I'm down there. I gotta figure out what's going on.
Come on,
Get in the
itinerary.
loop, man. Get in the loop.
cool.
No,
That's
for
a
sure,
fact.
for sure. But no, shout out to Edge, man. Appreciate it. It's been a great jump.
Nelly, Smitty,
Yeah,
Smitty.
for sure. We got the legend in this joint. First and foremost, we got
The OG. Yeah, it's a lineman.
we actually got a lot to
Yeah.
address. We got a lot to address. First
Hey,
of all,
this
let
for
me
Hayes.
just say, yeah, obviously,
This for Malik.
Church's Camp Edition. We have a special guest. First of all, Jersey native, Big Jersey. We start with Big Jersey.
Dirty Jersey.
Big Jersey, because Speed say ball players don't come out of Jersey.
I think only quarterbacks.
What?
And look,
I
and
think
you my number
Quenton
one.
Nelson and
You my
quarterbacks.
number one example. I ain't gonna lie. You my number. I'm like Quentin.
quarterback. Yeah, he shut me up.
He
with the
say
quiz,
Quentin
though.
and quarterbacks.
Saquon?
Oh.
JT. Yeah.
JT, Saquon. It's only a handful of y'all. That's what
That's
I'm
hate.
saying.
That's hate.
It's only a handful of y'all.
Nah, that's
A
right.
lot of Texas hate. First of all, Jersey native,
Okay.
Notre Dame grad, Colt legend,
Oh.
already 2018 draft class. Let's keep it peak. It's the 2018 class. He was first, I was last.
Let's
but
not
guess
make
what?
this
We
thing.
the ones that still standing. So let's do it. My boy Q Nelly, Quenton Nelson. How you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. Just got done with the camp practice.
Yes, sir.
It was fun.
Stepping
Having
into
fun.
the churches. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Appreciate you making some time for the guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Seven-
why don't we talk about how you and I met in the trenches?
Oh my God.
Okay, look,
I've been waiting to go there.
Let's
I've been waiting. Thank
Let's
God.
go right there. Once
Thank
you,
God.
once you
Gang made
tell
it
your
spicy
side of the story,
ASAP.
and then I will defend myself.
All right, so here's what happened. Z comes out to practice. We're about to go in stretch lines, and he goes, "I just want all y'all linemen to hear it now. Any of y'all shove me after the play, we gonna fight. We gonna fight. It's on scene." And
First of all, I don't talk like that, but
It's on site. Tell him, curiously. He said on site.
yeah,
He's
on site.
Yeah, no. I love it. I love it. Go,
and,
go.
and I was just like, okay. But anyway, I didn't think I did any extra stuff. But I thought I blocked into the whistle, and Z and I almost got in a fight like the day before.
Okay.
And there was a little bit of like shoveling stuff, and then the next day, same thing happened, and Z was like, "Nope, it's on site." I'm a man of my word, and Z just started like throwing some punches and stuff, and I was just trying to like keep him at bay. I had my hand on his face mask, and then the face mask came off, so then
I
I
hit the
couldn't
ground.
keep Z away from me. The helmet came off, couldn't keep him away from me, so then he's in my space. He goes for a single leg takedown. I try to avoid it. People are crowding us now. It's getting a little heated. Like I can't really maneuver as well.
I'm looking for Ryan Kelly.
And- yeah,
knew it was about to
Spud,
be.
Big Spud jumps in. He's ready to get down, and
sure.
I think Z might have scored the takedown.
I did. The single leg takedown was definitely successful. I horse collared it.
sure.
Let me defend myself. First of all, me and Q actually been beefing almost 8 years now. Let me start there. Fictionally though, but so the way he talking about, I made a agreement. I said, I am not fighting in training camp. First of all, I told all of y'all that I was going to go through joint practice and not fight. Not to say that I wasn't provoked several times. That's a fact. Several times, but the Lord was on my side. So let me just say that. That's one. So it's funny because the day before, Pittman was literally just like telling, oh, Z, you a fighter. I ain't going to lie. I have been telling Quenton for years, stop pushing me after the play. Quenton, but that's just who he is. That's just who he is. So then at a certain point, it's just like, all right, I got to put something behind these threats.
Okay.
and then the day I said, what I said? I said, I'm not fighting nobody unless they mess with Speed. The day before, Speed had gotten a tussle. Now, I ain't even going to cap. I'm running down the field. I'm tired, bro. I ain't even going to lie, bro. Fatigued. I turn around. I see a big scuffle. I'm like, bro, I ain't really got much to do with it. Yeah. Then I see Speed come out last. I missed my eye. So I walked in the next day on go. I ain't gonna cap.
It was time.
Yeah, I was ready to go. I was ready to go. Q Nelly, obviously, we had a little situation. Quenton, he cut me off. He blocking me. You know, I'm always behind the play.
But the play was over, though, in the backfield. So you kind of stopped, but I can't see that the play's over. So I'm like continuing to block you, but you kind of stopped.
For sure. Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's a TFL or like something. I don't know.
That's what the O-linemen do, though. But see,
if we 10 yards back, that's a mercy rule, bro.
Yeah.
Pancake.
But also, the O-lineman ain't going to tell you, though, that's when the pancake happened. It's because when the O-lineman got their hands on you and you stop playing, no, it's
that's
a wrap.
true.
It's over with.
I'm going forward.
Yeah, you don't stop until you get them off.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know what I mean? Back to the little squabble. You know what I'm saying? Q pushed me after the play. Again, we had low-key got into it the day before. We made eye contact like, is we about to go? Is we about to go? But I'm like, nah.
Not today.
So then that day, I was on demons. I thought we go. Okay, can we go?
That's crazy.
Can we do it?
The crazy part about the scuffle, bro, you got to get up and play the next play. Like,
no, geez,
bro,
yeah,
I was so tired.
Stike run Harry up.
Yeah, Steichen don't care.
He
on the ball. Let's go.
On the ball.
Y'all want to fight? We gonna practice.
Yeah. I was so tired the next play. Like I was out of breath. And we called the screen to the right, so it's kind of a play off for me. I was like, "Thank God, man, I need this."
Because while I'm trying to swing on, so he blocking me. I get the swinging, but I'm trying to hit him. First of all, he way taller than me.
Yeah, for sure.
He got the reach.
He just palmed my face, man, my forehead on my helmet. And if you watch the film, I'm swinging. I ain't hitting nothing. Though. I'm just it's like I'm a little kid.
They gotta go for the scoop.
So then my helmet came off. I said, nah, I gotta go for the takedown. I gotta win. I gotta get a win. Look. I gotta get a win. You need Big Q kept it P. After we broke it up, we dapped up. Q know ain't nothing but love.
You need to understand that like Quenton fell in like slow motion though. Like it wasn't like.
Well, I didn't want to hurt my man.
I'm just saying, though,
and I appreciate that. Like,
I didn't want to hurt him. I was just throwing haymakers at him. I didn't want to hurt him.
That was a real brotherly fight.
No, it was.
I'm mad at you, but I'm taking care of you. But I'm mad at you.
But we got to go.
But hold on though, Q, because I thought you was gonna go to our situation back in Notre Dame.
Q, that's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for.
First of all,
that's what I was waiting for.
It's really been a 9 years.
That's what I said.
No, that's been crazy.
Because look, Speed be just hearing me talk crazy to people. And then very rarely do he see me have to answer for those things. Understand, rookie minicamp was the first day I had to answer for something. Tell him what happened back in college. You remember the situation?
Yeah, in college, you were rocking number 4.
Yes, sir. For sure.
And yeah, Z was definitely the best linebacker I went against in college. Like I'm not even brought the wood, came downhill. You're on a double team, you're about to come off, and he's just like coming downhill, smacking you. And that was a tough game. But there was one play where I got Z a little bit, and I was like, "You good, man?" And he was like, "You gotta keep beating me." I don't know. I don't know what the trend is.
No, this ain't the Colts.
No, you go ahead.
He's like,
yeah, don't go crazy.
I'm not gonna go crazy, but there were some words interchanged, and it was. He's like, "I'll see you next play," and like he did see me next play. Z got to pick that game. I hawked him down. I tackled him.
He did tackle me. I was gonna score. He was the only one kill hustling ass.
I'm not gonna lie.
Gatorade tackle.
Understand something though. Q, like I understand. Obviously, like. You know, my man got the pick, and it was a great return. But understand, Q really, I think he saved Notre Dame that game. Because that was a momentum shift, though. Like, it was a shit before the half. Bro, if you didn't get it, I was like, because it was like, oh, snap, Q's might get it. Quenton got that tackle. It was like, the offense got to go back.
That was a close game.
It was a good game.
I wish we didn't play at MetLife and we played at the Dome.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish
No,
we would
no.
have played. I wanted to play in
sure.
South Bend. I mean, just a little back. I played Notre Dame twice in my career. Both times was in MetLife.
Yeah.
I think both. The first time was our freshman year. Mm-hmm. And then we obviously played our senior year. Yeah, I mean, every time we played it, we always played a neutral site. It was always like a big New York thing.
Yeah.
So, speaking on the Notre Dame game, back in college, going into the game, my linebacker coach put me aside and said, look, the Notre Dame boys, they got 2 top 10 boys on that left side. Like, this what's that? Who the Bertier and from Remember the Titans? Remember they had them 2? They like, look, these the 2. These are 2. If you could play against these 2, you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
So all week, I'm like, all right. It was him and McGlinchey. Shout out to McGlinchey. McGlinchey a Philly boy, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Speed be hating. See, that's Philly and Jersey right there. That's 2. They both top 10. They both still in the league. We just played McGlinchey last week. He played for the Broncos. Shout out to McGlinchey. So we going into the game, whatever. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, look, this is my pro comp. Like, this is that. I ain't gonna lie. So it's actually funny because I was just looking at the clip the other day when we played the Giants in 22. Before the game, before I step on the field, I always pray. And before the Giants game in 22, I started crying. But I couldn't control it. I started crying. And bro, that was my first time like playing in MetLife, like starting being the guy in MetLife since our game. And that Notre Dame game was the first time that I truly felt like I could play in the league. And it was because I was playing against guys like yourself and McGlinchey, knowing that who you guys were going to be, you know, the stature of y'all in the league. So fast forward to the game. So we playing in the game, right? First of all, craziest game you could imagine. Our receiver had like 150 in the first quarter.
Couple kick
like
returns.
2 tugs. It was like one of them big
Amba?
stupid. Yeah, it was like one of them stupid games. Like
Yeah, it was.
80-yard reception, 90-yard interception return.
Getting
Like,
off.
it was like, what are we doing in this joint? So the whole game was stupid. It's like ridiculous, right? So we playing and we had this one play though. I ain't gonna lie. So the play he talking about where he got me, right? So we pretty much running. You know how you run the stunt. We ain't gonna give up our terms on the pod, but you know how you run the stunt. And, you know, the tackles replace. They go to the other way.
Yeah.
We did that. I shoot it. Bro, I swear to God. To this day, I've never seen an O-lineman do this in my life. Quenton grabbed our 3-tech, who actually played in the league for about 3 years. Shout out to C. Slayton.
He was good.
Yeah, he grabbed him, finished him. Swear to God. Pivoted off the right leg. Like 180, caught me in the backfield. Dumped me. I said, nah. No way.
Ready for the league.
No, I got
He's ready.
I got him like,
He's
no, people not supposed to be doing shit like that. That's mad fake. So
ready for the
obviously
league.
he was like, so what's my obvious response? I had to tell him, fuck you. Like that was the only thing I knew how to do to fight back.
It ain't too much to say.
No, but look, this one I knew Q was a solid one. So obviously, I caught a pick at the end of the half. It was like 14-13. Q tackled me. We ended up missing the field goal. Syracuse things. They come back. They run it back, end up running for like 150 after that half. We end up losing by like 30. It's a very Syracuse type of game, right?
This was your Super Bowl, bro. You remember every detail. I don't even remember this game.
I have
that
an
much.
element. First of all, don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect me. I have an elephant memory. Oh, but look, because I remember this. So at the end of the game, they run the inside zone. Look, Speed, you know, at the end of the game, they up by 20. They run the inside zone to death.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna make this play. I just gotta keep shooting this A-gap. So it's really me and Q every time, bro.
Every time.
So it's like the third time, bro. I say, yo, Q, bro. I said, Quenton, bro. Cause Quenton wasn't even, he was just picking me up and slamming me. I said, Q, you didn't slam me this whole game, bro. Like no, now mind you, I done called him everything at this point. I said, bro, you didn't slam me all game, bro. Like, you can let me chill. And then the next time, he held me up. I said, you know what? I said, quit slime.
Hey, no, that's great. But no, Q, real quick though, I did want to ask me, obviously, just to staying not too much in the Notre Dame lane, but obviously, you know, keeping it in Indy, man. Like how's that been for you, bro? Like you spent your college years here and then you transition into like, hey, this is the next step. Like, how's that been? Like Notre Dame now with the Colts, like damn near lifer, respectfully, from a civilian. Like I would count
He's a
you as
lifer.
that.
Quentin's never leaving.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Q, like how is that, bro? Like
I love Indiana. I consider it home. You know, I got the Indiana license, Hoosier.
Hell
you know what I mean?
Shout out to them taxes, boy.
Yep. True. It's a lot different than Jersey.
I had to get out of that
East
Jersey
Coast.
shit.
No kidding.
Jersey ain't gonna never see me.
Yeah, nah. I got family. I got love for Jersey. Like a great place. East Coast, great.
For sure.
miss the food sometimes. You know what I mean?
Nothing like a deli, man. They ain't
No.
got enough deli spots out
Yeah.
here. We gotta do something about that.
You're
Wawa
right.
is coming though.
Wawa's
I
coming.
did hear
Wawa's
on the
coming.
way.
Wawa, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy Q Nelly.
For sure.
Or Z Money, whatever.
But but I love it here. Love Indiana. Love the people here.
Yeah.
Great fan base, and then our team too. I feel like, especially this year. I mean, last year we made a great step forward of just like being a team and really playing for each other. And like, it's like we got into close games last year and we knew like we were going to fight our ass off and do everything we can to, come out of the game with a win. Whereas like years past, it was tough. We'd end up with a L. Mm-hmm. And this year I just feel like we're going to take another step. And we've been competing our ass off every practice. Like,
For sure.
Just like, each side's trying to win. Special teams like grinding their ass off too, and it's been great. I'm really excited for this year, and still more work to do before start of the season.
Yeah.
So since you've been here, how many quarterbacks? Since you've been here,
Man, I think I've played with like 9.
Damn.
9 quarterbacks. Different personalities, different type of guys, different type of.
Yeah.
How did you go about keeping? I mean, you're a leader in the O line room. How did you go about keeping that O line together? Because at some point, y'all had 2-3 quarterbacks in a year. Y'all had to lean on each other.
I mean, I gotta say though, having played with 9 quarterbacks, all of them are great. Sammy's still on the roster too. He's great. And there's little nuances that change, like the cadence and stuff like that. But your job remains the same. The mission remains the same. It's I gotta do my job so the quarterback can do his job. So it's all about sticking together as O-line and communicating and passing the stunts off and all that stuff. And that's all it is, man.
Because one thing I respect about our O-line, our O-line is a cult. Like, y'all want to y'all close. Y'all do everything together. Y'all eat together. Y'all ride to lunch
got
together.
to.
Y'all
Shower
do everything
together.
Hot tub together.
Yeah,
We was about to get in the cold tub today. It was too full. I'm like, I'm gonna let them have their
Ain't
bond.
nothing more intimidating than seeing 10 old linemen in the cold. They got it today.
I'm gonna just go stretch it out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking on how do y'all how do y'all keep that together? Like, because you can get new guys in y'all, but y'all always accept a new guy and accept personalities, and I feel like y'all always y'allself.
Yeah.
Walking around the building.
I would say shout out to Coach Sperano. Tony does a great job of coaching us, and then also like letting us all have a voice in the room. Whether it doesn't matter if you're a starter or a backup or the third string guy, everyone has a voice in the room, and like we have fun in there. And having fun in the meeting room, we're able to like build the chemistry and joke and have a good time, but we're also getting our shit done. And he makes such an emphasis of like being together, not just at the facility, but outside of the facility, because to him and to us, that shit matters because it does translate to the field. Like you got to have a relationship outside of the building where, you're hanging out with them, you're getting to know their family or their like friends, and like it helps you play more together on the field when you actually like care about that person.
Invested in the brotherhood, not just the play.
100%.
And it's crazy. Speaking on that, I had a situation. I always respected Q as a player, but the moment that made me respect him so much more as a man is when I think it was a rookie guy and a reporter was talking to him, and a reporter didn't say his name. A reporter didn't say one of the rookie O-linemen's name.
It was Bernard.
It was Bernard.
I think
and I'm sitting there and I'm like,
he called them Raymond, and I was like, it's Ryman.
Yeah, he was like,
Is it actually Ryman?
but you know how Q
Lord
is.
have mercy.
I just call him Bernie, Big Bird. That's my man.
But Q said he didn't say it that nice. He didn't say it was wrong. He was like, yo, it's Ryman. Like,
I know how you do it.
Put some respect on his name.
yeah, put some respect on his name. You gonna come over and interview him.
Big Bird.
So I was like, dang, that's dope. Like, you know what I mean? Because
thorough.
the reporter actually locked in and was like, hey, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, come on, bro.
Get the hook in.
So yeah, that was dope. It made me respect him more as a teammate, and I feel like I could go to Q for anything, and like, you know what I mean? That was cool.
That, bro.
Quenton, we been here 7 years, man. We done seen a whole lot of bullshit. It really ain't much else from your house.
Ups,
No other way for me to
downs,
see it,
in
bro.
between.
For sure. Speak on just how you feel, where you feel like our team is at. And what I really want to get to is just the effect that you feel like Shane has had on our team and preparing us to get ready going into his second year?
Yeah, I think Shane coming in just the way he does every single day with like every single walkthrough meeting, he's always prepared, always 100% laser focused, and just always thinking on how he can be better. So that coming from the head coach is huge. I think he did a hell of a job hiring the staff, and then the coaches that he kept too has been great. So he's done a phenomenal job. And then as the team, I just feel like more guys are getting into their prime and more guys are just getting better year after year after year. And just really looking forward to this season. I feel like this is the most depth we've had on the O-line, the D-line. Obviously, we got you guys as a backing up the D-line. Yeah. You know, Big Grove holding down the double team.
Big Grove.
Letting Z and EJ get free. That's huge.
Yeah.
But I just think we're really strong everywhere. And at the end of the day, it all comes to working very hard, but also like a little bit of luck too. You got to stay healthy. Knock on wood for that. Yeah. So as long as we could do that, I have very high expectations for this year. I think we all do.
Talk about how Speed talked about it a little bit. What?
All right, go ahead, bro.
What? Because I knocked on wood? What? That's what. But it ain't no wood around here, bro.
Why is it wood?
We got to act like something.
I'm saying there's wood around here. I'm all right. Let me keep it.
No, wood, you got to be like.
Speed said the craziest thing I practiced.
No, hey, Q.
Speed said the craziest thing.
Q, I'm going to lace you after this because it's
not.
What
he said? What I say? Go ahead. Give it up then. Give it up.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Friendly.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, what happened?
I'm walking, bro. We going to 2 minutes. No, right before special team kickoff.
Why are you walking?
Because we got to get back on this field.
If you're walking, you're wrong, bro.
We off the green. We off the green. We off the green.
Okay, you're off the green.
We walking. I said, yo, bro, my cleats done.
Because
he talking about something.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I'm soaked.
He said it like that?
My God.
Yeah, bro, I'm soaked.
I ain't say that.
I started running. I started running.
No.
Hey,
see,
that's what I get for
That's when you started running. You're like, oh, no, I need to run now.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Running.
I'm trying to confide with my brother out there
gang.
that the conditions of the practice were affecting me in a negative way.
That's the condition.
And he's not being serious.
Hey, what'd he say? It's consequences. Consequences.
Quenton, talk about obviously Speed mentioned obviously your leadership growing
for sure, playing
with Big Burn. Talk about just how that's grown and how that continued to mature. Obviously, you've had talks about that, and also even speak on like Costanzo and how that all played into effect the type of leader you are in that O-lineman room today.
Yeah, I want to speak on you real quick because I know that you're not going to ask me to speak on you. So I'm going to speak on you real quick. Z is a phenomenal leader. I mean, since his rookie year, getting to workouts super early, that early bird special.
The early bird.
Whether it's stretching or whatever way you can improve your game, to be ready. And that's one thing I respect about Z is he didn't really get an opportunity on defense, but he got it on special teams, and he gave everything he had in order to be the best special teams player that he can be. And he was one of them. He was the leader of all the team's units. And then, what was it, Cleveland? He might have got his first.
Yeah.
Was that your first start at Cleveland?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, at Cleveland. Yeah.
You got that. You got that notch in your belt. And then just kept elevating. And then also coming into yourself as a leader, you were able to do that on special teams. But then it was the defense, and now it's the whole team. Z is a phenomenal leader, and I have much respect for him. That's why I didn't throw any hands with him. That's why I kept him at bay. I'm like, I'm not going to. We can't afford to do that.
I appreciate you not beating
mean?
me up. See, I'd be copping police. Speed get mad when I'm nice to people. Every time I'm nice to somebody, he be like, so you just gonna give out a pass? Hey, there you go. They come in handy. No, for sure. But talk about that O-line, man.
So we got, obviously you got Braden and Ryan and I
Kelly,
that always get talked about. And
shout out to R. Kelly.
I think, we get enough praise that it is, but Will Fries and Bernie, Will plays so goddamn hard.
I love Spud.
He finishes every play, and just another guy who's on the constant pursuit of improving every day.
Indeed.
And tough as can be. And then with Bernard, you know he played tight end in college.
For sure.
Like, he's only been playing O-line for a few years now. So for him to be doing what he's doing, playing as like a top 5 tackle, and, you know, there were some downs during his rookie year, and he'd be the first one to tell you that. Also some injuries, which he didn't even fucking flinch. Like, the trainer was like, you have a grade 2 high ankle sprain, and it's 2 minutes, and we're down 20 points. Like, you want to come out of the game? He's like, fuck no. That's how he talks with that
That boy is
accent.
not American. I wasn't gonna say that, but you said it. But yeah.
Yeah, and just like looking all serious and stuff, and that's when I knew. I was like, all right, that's my left tackle. Like,
Hell yeah.
like one that's gonna ride through the tough times. Like, that's who you want with you. And I mean, he's just done a tremendous job and has improved so much. And I couldn't ask for a better left tackle and a harder worker. So really have love for the whole O-line, and there's more guys that aren't getting an opportunity with the ones that I think can go and be a starter at other places, that play really hard, that are very technically sound. And so I have love for all our guys, and love for our whole room. And it's a great offensive line room. It's definitely the tightest we've been as an offensive line last year, and then going forward to this year. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Well, Q, we're not going to hold you. Obviously, it's late. We got to get going. We got one more person coming on. I do want to just ask you your last thing. I want to know, tell me your favorite quarterback that you play with right now. I'm putting you right on the spot right now. Number one. And don't shy away, because Pittman sat in the seat.
I got this.
Go ahead. All right,
Anthony Richardson.
Hey! Shout out to GDO.
Okay, man.
Where's the camera at? What camera should I look in?
The one that's facing you.
Yeah, right there.
Anthony Richardson.
Hey, shout out to GDO. Hey, look, them running quarterbacks make O-line job easy now.
Yeah.
Look, I know. Talk about Anthony's growth real quick before we let you go, man. Just from year 1 to year 2, what have you seen as he commands that huddle and commands the offense?
I mean, talking about growth is tough, because I feel like when he came in as a rookie, like he had a presence in the huddle where he commanded like the huddle's attention, and just like looked you in the eye, and you knew it was on. Like you knew like this guy's ready to go. And I felt that since day one. And then he's just such a beast, bro. Like he can literally, there's nothing he can't do on a football field. And he's got the confidence. I mean, I remember his first preseason game, him throwing a pick, and he didn't even flinch. And we went out the next series and would have scored a touchdown if there wasn't a holding call. I'm not gonna shout out who holded, but wasn't a lineman. He's not the person not on the team anymore. But like,
fuck him.
AR, bro,
Great guy.
AR is a beast, and he's only gonna get better. And my boy's got to slide.
For sure.
Okay.
Nah, for sure. Quenton Nelson, man. Round of applause again.
Appreciate you guys having me on the show, man.
There's been a lot of O-line hate on the pod, but I still love you, Quentin. I hope you always appreciate it. For sure. Jada always want to be mean to somebody, bro.
We been getting along this past
Yeah,
week.
bro.
I know you live in Atlanta.
Yeah, she thinks she
We
Jada.
been getting along this last week, so I'm just going to
Oh, Jada and Speed cool now.
Nah,
Oh,
Jada
God
be saying
bless.
Jada be saying some rude shit, and I just be like, "How you doing? Okay today?" I try to always kind of act with something nice. You can't fight fire with fire.
I'm really scared of her.
We gotta hold
Yeah, I'm
Jada
scared of
accountable
her.
though. That's my thing. We gotta hold Jada accountable to the things that she be saying, bro.
You said
To the bullshit.
you were so wet. So what
Whoa!
You don't have to repeat that.
Whoa.
First of all,
Whoa.
Jada.
Whoa.
That sounds crazy coming from you. A. B, theoretically, is
not
my
what
word
I
versus Speed. So we don't know if I said that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo, that's crazy.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. Look, it was raining during practice. We was talking about our cleats.
I'm soaking his.
Oh.
Nah, let's get to it.
Yeah, look, we got family in the building. Look, man, no introduction needed. It's K-Moski, K-Mo, man.
Love.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, brother? Appreciate you
back
popping in the
again.
trenches. Back in
K-Moski.
again.
What's up, man?
Fresh out the book today. My boy, look, man.
Fresh out of a
Oh my God, I
shower.
was talking so great. Shit, no, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, we Speed
I'm
mad at
foul.
me about this joint. Yeah, we soggy. I'm
I
soaking right
think
now.
they
bro.
just spraying up.
You good?
They not-
Yeah, definitely. I got the
learned your
puddle.
lesson.
You got the puddle in the bottom of the
Yeah,
shoe.
bro. I'm so.
Oh man, yeah, y'all
wow,
take care of that.
he went back to it.
I'm trying to normalize it. You see me? I'm trying to.
Nah, you can't.
I'm trying to put a Band-Aid on it.
Crazy.
Kenny, how you feeling, man? How you feel? How you feeling at this point? We just broke camp. It's your 8th year. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Going into like just where you at, man. Let's check. Let me just checking in.
Honestly, I'm in a great place.
I love to hear it.
Have you accepted the youngins calling you OG now?
No.
It still hurts, right?
No, because I'm moving faster than you.
Tell him.
Talk about it.
Make a
Nah, it's always some banter in the room that we always like to stir up something. So to get on my nerves, they like to call me OG, Unc.
Yeah, don't do that.
I can't do the Unc.
Yeah.
OG is borderline, but Unc,
Yeah, Unc older than
Over
OG.
the line.
Yeah, if you call me Unc,
well,
that
them
means
fighting words.
Feels like to do that.
Unc mean to sit down a little bit. Like Unc be tripping.
Like you been doing it for too long.
Yeah, OG still in the game.
OG still in the game.
Unc need to go ahead about his business. Unc be tripping sometimes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, don't Unc me, dog.
Nah, I feel great though, mentally and physically. I'm in a great spot. I'm loving it. I'm loving the process. I think I was talking about this the other day, right? So I think as a youngin, you pretty much you're looking at the bigger picture. You're trying to rush it. We in training camp. I'm trying to get ready for the season. I'm trying to do this, that, and the third. But year 8, I'm more in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more in the moment. I'm loving each day. Like, ain't nothing really pissing me off. Like, I'm, and if it does, like, I can get over it. Like, I'm in a different type of peace now. So, I honestly just pray that, this goes throughout, the rest of my career. This goes out through the rest of the season. Just, it's a working manner, daily process of getting used to it. So, I like the peace that I'm in right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, you look good, boy. I ain't gonna tell you. let me tell you that. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see you out there. I ain't gonna lie, I can see it on you. You know what I mean? I can see, like you said, that peace, that comfortability. You know what I mean? It's like serenity. I understand where you're coming from. It's crazy. I was just talking to Rod. Y'all know Rod's Closet 6. Shout out to Closet 6. First of all, checking on Rod. My man had his appendix removed and he down bad. My dog said he wasn't walking and shit. I'm
he been down.
That's how ungrateful niggas is. I'm like, damn. I sent him some shit to the crib. Uber Eats. He talking about something. I sent him the hungover package. I said, nigga, I don't know what you need. I'm just trying. Man, you tell me you can't walk.
Trying to give you some,
I send you some Pedialyte. Now you ain't. How about you send me my bread, man? No, shout out to Rod. I was talking to Rod earlier today, man, and he was just asking me. He was like, damn, like, how you feeling going into this year? Like, just kind of, where you at? And I was just telling him, I was like, bro, literally exactly what you said. I feel like when you're younger, and obviously we were fighting different battles. I think that's what it sometimes comes down to. But, you like, all right, you trying to see where you fit at on the team. You thinking about, all right, what I'm gonna do when this happens, or how this gonna go down the line, and what am I going to go, and who, you feel me? You worry about so many things out of your control. That's a bigger picture. I just felt like this year, like this training camp, I was truly able to just appreciate each day. Mm-hmm. Each day I had a sense of not only understanding what was going to bring and what I needed to bring to it, but also I was more intentional on like what I was working on, more intentional on like, just the work that me and Speed was getting on at the practice. Like it was like me and Speed after practice got something every day. And every day, if it wasn't me, it was him. It was like, oh no, Z, man, I need to work on my brakes. I'm like, nah, Speed, come on, I need some conditioning because I ain't think I ran today. Like we were just so in the moment, and I just felt like I feel like that's just like that come with that growth, that come with that maturity of having done this so many different times. So I definitely relate to that feeling, and like I said, I see it on you, bro, because you playing great, you looking good. Everything. I mean, I'm in the pause moment now where everybody think I'm on some other shit.
No, that's love.
Can't even tell your man that. You feel me? You look good. You look good, Tim.
I appreciate it. I've been working, bro. Hey, but look, K-Mo, but look, before we obviously going, obviously right here at the end of the training camp, man. But when we first stepped out here on the field, we talked about like stuff that you had did, bro, before you had stepped in the camp, man. Like how. Can you talk, obviously, for everybody that doesn't know, Kenny had the opportunity to do like a TED Talk and a lot of other great things that he's been doing in the community before he even stepped on the field. Like, can you kind of talk about that, man? Because I think, like you said, like Z talking about like not only, you're looking good, playing good, but, it felt like you was coming into it like with like I'm at peace with a lot of things, not just football. Can you talk about that a little bit?
With peace, to get there, you got to be uncomfortable with certain things. You got to, go through certain challenges. You got to be at different stages to to actually see that piece. I feel like it's a different chapter. So with the TED Talk alone, man, it's something that I said no to right away. I've never been in a space to give anybody any type of information that I thought was going to be helpful. But honestly, you know, as I thought about it, I slept on it for a couple of nights. I'm just like, you know, man, if anything that'll help anybody is just telling my story. You know what I mean? When you go speak to the high schools, when you talk to your family, you can only give your story. Nobody has seen it from your eyes. So I just went through, you know, childhood to, you know, playing sports, the effect of my family, you know, being one of 7, you know, having 6 sisters, or my grandparents raising with the help of my mother, going to high school, you know, quitting, you know, having those type of battles, obviously being cut from New England, you know, realizing that you're not good enough, you know what I mean? So, and then obviously the uphill battle of, you know, being in my 8th year in the National Football League. So I just think through all these stages, there's something that somebody can learn, and something that I had to realize through the process. Like, you're not talking to, you know, a group of professionals or people who have made it. You know, you just want to talk to one person. If you reach one person, your job is fulfilled. So just having that type of outlook and shining a light on that, I felt a lot more confident doing it. But yeah, we had a prep day for it, probably a week or 2 before. And then on I was telling you before, like, walking on the stage, like, I'm still editing what I'm about to say. Oh man! And I told you, like, whenever I was up there, dang, I forgot I had the clicker in my pocket.
For sure.
So I think
I see it. I watched it.
I thought everything was just adding up to, like, you know, failure. But like with that, I just had to adapt to my environment and really just get used to. I'm speaking right now, so just let me speak. Like, so you know, you gotta give yourself that time, so, and that grace. So yeah, man, it's been great. This off season was crazy, man. You know, having the events back at home, or having my family down in Florida, or just training every day, trying to. I told the DB group after the practice today, I said the storm is coming, and so, you know, having the joint practice with Arizona, that was one of, like, the first storms of the season was joint practice. And so that's how I look at football. I look at, it's not so this storm is done with Arizona, boom, the next storm is going to be joint practice with Cincinnati. You know what I mean? So you're just trying to weather the storm every time. So I think just giving yourself that, you know, not making it bigger than what it already is. You try to simplify it somehow. So yeah, I'm here.
Man,
I'm here.
Dang. Just, I guess, not to, like, you know, hang on it too much, but, like, it just sounds refined, bro. Like, you know, it just sounds real refined, man. Like, you guys are not only like you, but just the team around it. You know, it's just like if it makes sense, you know, to use, like you said, a quiet before the storm.
That's right.
You know, just kind of like just waiting and watching and seeing what's going on. So I'm excited. I'm excited for y'all.
Did y'all expect a deep talk today?
No. I
think that's always me, though. I think that's always me.
We look, man. Look, we appreciate any game.
Love it.
And what you mean.
For
you
sure.
know, and K-Bo, you know how I get, though, bro. Like, you know, we done had different combinations of all of us, whether it's me, you, and Speed, me, you and Tim, you, Speed, and the convo just always end up getting there.
The crazy
So
part is
we've
been together so long, gang. Like,
for sure.
How long we been teammates?
I've been teammates my whole career. So 7 years I've been with Kenny. You as well, 6. So it's our whole. Okay. I only known being Kenny.
So like we done been mad at each other, happy with each other.
And that boy Speed, bro. That boy Speed.
Speed, just don't get it. Yeah. Then it's like, hey, Speed, hey, man, I appreciate your growth, man. Last year you said I ain't get it.
Hey, no, can I see this? Hey, damn. Let me say this. I done spent a lot of time with Speed. This offseason. Yeah. I done seen Speed grow throughout his career, bro.
Yes, sir.
And, like,
yes, sir.
I seen Speed work every day in the offseason. You know what I mean? And that was great to see. And, like, whenever we got, you know, in Florida from OTAs to, like, now I'm back from Florida, like, it's been a great season to grow for Speed. And I'm super excited to watch you blossom throughout the season and really get what you deserve, bro.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%.
For sure.
I did hear you mention real quick. I wanted to ask him. I wanted to hear from you talk about that room.
Yeah.
Room
I did want to get to that too. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been obviously, you know, like we see, it's a lot of hoopla. I mean, and we all go. I mean, we've all seen it. It's weird because every offseason is always one question mark or another.
Some
or whatever
narrative,
going in.
yeah.
Yeah, some narrative that's being pretty much sold. How you feel like you do, weathering that storm and keeping, those guys focused and competitive in that room, even with all that outside noise?
I mean, like I tell you, I give my story, man. I remember when I was part of the narrative.
Facts.
I remember when I was a 2-3 or 42. You think he can go? Is he up, down?
Facts.
Can we trust him this week? Do we like it on Thursday to get him out there on Sunday? So I think, just having that type of process, type of base, it's never over till it's over, bro. And you really can't even sell yourself short until you get out there on Sunday. Man, when you get out there on Sunday, man, you might just surprise yourself with what you give to the team.
Right.
The work doesn't stop, man. It's just the beginning. It's chapter 1 of the season right here, training camp. You got to really give yourself that grace to go out there and give your all each day. You start selling yourself short whenever you start to believe the articles and the narratives. You searching your name. You can't do all that stuff. And something that I learned early on in my career. First of all, I'm blessed and fortunate to have known the teammates from where I was to now, the coaches that I've known from then to now. I've gotten a lot of great pieces of information. Everybody doesn't have that. I will say that. However, my duty is to relay the information that I've learned, the piece of anything that I've lived, you know what I mean, throughout my career, anything will help them. So I do my best to do that. But you got to eliminate distractions. I think that's what it all comes down to. You got to play a game of clarity out on the field. Football don't care about nothing. It's a jungle out there. So you got to be out there clear-headed, clear-minded, and you just got to go out there and give your team your all. So I'm just trying to give those keys to the teammates to be able to see football at a different rate and not just, all out here. Just see it like this, tunnel vision. So I do my best for the group. There's more that I can give to the group. We just all trying to dial it in. I think we have the hardest job on the field, and everybody think, I think the hardest part of being a young guy right now is the state of the organization right now. We got the quarterback. We're going to get the offense rolling. So, boom, we should go out there and win. It's no more excuses now. So, to be a young guy and there ain't no excuses, you got to come ready to play each day. So, whatever you got to do to prepare yourself to go out here and win right now, let's do it. Like, that's more so it's the emergency button right now. We got to go out here and show what we can do. And it ain't no time to say, oh, you young, or give another excuse, because that was last year. That was the year before that. That's just real talk, though.
Yeah.
No, that's 100, man. Definitely appreciate you getting in. K-Mo, definitely, family member, trenches, this regular. I actually feel a little weird. I don't even want to bring it up because we got a little sneak this. We got sneak this, so I don't know if it was love or hate, so I don't really want to bring it up, but
okay.
EJ did get some recognition for his, recent walk-in picture.
It was love. That was love.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm not talking about speed. I'm talking. They said a little slick shit about the churches. So I don't know how to take that personally, because I'm a little sensitive. Yeah, I'm a little sensitive. So I don't know if I'm even get on the name, but I don't know if it's love or hate. I need clarity. Okay. So, but no, shout out to Speed. He feel like he's stepping.
Nah, he stepped. I thought he stepped.
You thought he stepped?
I thought he stepped. You didn't think he stepped.
I love Speed. Let me say this. It was one of my least favorite EJ fits. But also understand we got different style. I'm not a, you feel me? I'm not an Extendo George guy. But that's
crazy.
I don't mean that as no hate.
Rocking the jorts though, like it's crazy. Like not a lot of people can put the jorts on and find the right twist and vibe to go with them.
It's not a lot of people rocking the jorts.
I mean, I done seen a few, but not.
I seen somebody with the bedazzle joint. That was nasty.
The rhinestone. I ain't gonna. I'm looking into.
He said you got some bedazzles on the way.
He said I got somebody checking in on that right now.
I don't give up the sauce. I can't get.
We be arguing. You know what's crazy? I want to talk to Dallo. Shout out to Dallo. Shout out to Rich Addison.
Shout out Dallo.
So for sure. Dallo be arguing with him up. First of all, they argue every day. Dallo and Speed argue every day about the same shit.
And they're arguing
every day. So, but they was arguing. Their last argument that was actually a good point. They was arguing about the difference between biker and rockstar. That was their argument because
and street apparel.
Because Speed saying he giving biker, but you know, he also giving rock star. So
And I was trying to
do you dabble? Does that make any sense to you as
Do I
the
dabble?
number one in the power rankings or what? How we feeling about this? Like as the leader of the clubhouse, does that add up? Is there any validity to this?
I think it's a fine line.
Okay.
I think it's a fine line.
Okay.
It's respectable too.
Okay.
What I was
too.
trying
I say.
What I was trying to explain to him,
out.
just because you see pocket chains don't mean I have on a rock star fit.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Pocket chains can go with biker. It can go with street apparel. You can wear a pocket chain. You can wear a pearl pocket.
I can go skateboard in it. I can
go
yeah.
skateboard. So
Okay.
like, I got school.
You
But
be
I'm doing
skateboarding
a-
speed?
No, I'm definitely not skateboarding. But I do a good job at lacing these boys up and giving them the game when it comes to this sauce.
Oh,
I think speed. I think
One-on-one nigga in the team. One-on-one
I think speed is evolving. I think it all happened, you know, after a Gunna concert. But
Oh my God! There he goes! I'm about to clear the L. I'm about to clear the L. I'm about to clear the L on these accusations.
hey, is that what you're talking about, love or hate? That's love, though.
I'm going to air on the accusations.
Hey,
All right.
Today I did
My
good.
dog. Shout out my dog Charles Aminu.
Shout out to Charles. Shout
My
out to
dog
Charles.
Charles
He did
Aminu is
good.
shooting a YouTube lifestyle like video episode joint right now.
Great jump.
So I'm with Charles the whole offseason.
it's love, bro.
The only time you can see my fits is when I'm because I don't have a cameraman.
He had
I
it
walk
on.
around with a cameraman.
He had it on.
They had that
He
shit.
had it on.
He had it on.
Charles had it
So
on.
look,
Yeah.
He was on.
my man's
He
Charles.
told me he had the fit already picked out too. He was like, "Ooh, Z, wait till I see." Like a week before though, he was like, "Z, wait till
Yeah,
I see."
because you know. So my man Charles. So you know. Hey, Tim. We got lock in. I'm talking to you. Hey, look. So look, this is the thing. My man Charles, he keep a camera. I don't have a cameraman, so the only times you gonna see my fits is when I'm with Charles. I have stepped out with Kenny, and y'all have not seen my fits.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
And he was
I didn't
putting it
have-
on
I
in
was-
Florida.
You dig? So
I
I'm
wasn't
putting it
stepping
on.
out though. I wasn't
I
stepping
didn't
out
been
though.
I didn't-
Respectfully.
I didn't been with Walt.
I was like, yeah,
I didn't
cool fit,
have
boom,
fits
have
on
fun.
crazy. Nobody see him unless I'm with Charles Aminu. Every time that you see me fitted up, who's in the picture?
And we were Charles.
Charles Aminu.
Okay.
And Gunna.
Okay.
And the Gunna joint, I had to step. You feel me? I
Hey,
had to jump a drown.
he was
Like,
stepping,
One
bro.
on one in
How
that
they
thing.
go?
Hey,
But look though.
Hey, nigga, the drop top coupe,
Yeah, we had it on though. We had it on.
That's
though,
right
for
from
sure.
Philly.
No.
That's cool.
wow.
Look, take it down.
It's all
He's supposed
good.
to be
Hey,
family.
Jada, you see how Jada, you see how I calmed the noise down.
I see how family.
The
is.
stadium,
family.
the stadium
That's
post
crazy.
was too crazy. I had to.
That's
We on
crazy.
offense.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's
I
love though.
love that for Speed. I ain't gonna lie.
for
I
sure.
told Speed that too. We gonna drive it up, but I did tell Speed. I see you on that. I see you in that fashion lane. Like I see you in that. You know what I'm saying, with the Paris Fashion Week. Like I see that on you. You know what I mean? I feel like that's
York.
that's a lane that I
Wait,
would
let's go
love to
back.
see grow
Let's go
into.
back though.
I
I
created
thought
a fashion room at the crib. So I got a whole room where I got did my screens. I bought a Xbox, put the Xbox in there. You feel me? Bean bags. I got the clothes racks. You feel what I'm saying? So
he about to just buy
Oh, you
all
bought the
type
rack,
stuff.
the joints you
yeah.
can-
I love it.
So like I got like a little. It's a room just dedicated to fashion. So like you feel what I'm
Okay.
saying?
You got the
So I've been
TV in
doing
I
there.
it.
respect
I've been
it.
doing it. I've been getting into it. You feel what I'm saying?
Let's go back to this preseason one fit though. I think it was a nice fit by you.
Appreciate
Quality.
it, bro.
It was a lot for preseason one though. That's another. I was surprised.
See, he didn't have to throw that.
I was
He didn't have to
surprised
throw that
that
out
you-
there.
I'm
See, look.
I ain't
You
saying
see what he did,
nobody.
Tim?
I'm telling.
Tim, you
I'm
see what he
telling
did?
EJ. I'm telling EJ. I
He
was
said
surprised that
preseason
you
one.
went in preseason one.
I was gonna wait. To
I didn't
tell
know he was
everybody.
Nah, he
but-
did go a little crazy.
know,
That's what I'm saying for
I gotta-
preseason one.
He did.
That's what I was asking.
No, he
Yeah,
definitely
but
crazy.
preseason
that's
one.
All right, dang,
that's what I
it's
keep telling you.
preseason.
You-
No, it's
you
light.
7
You just
Nah, it's
wasted.
light. It's light.
light?
It's light. That's light.
That's light.
It's light
Oh, he
bars.
said that's
That's
light.
light
That's what I'm
bars.
saying. Since I got my fellow dripper here, you dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know.
Dripper.
I
Light
got-
bars.
Me and Farrar Green, we cooking up something in a. You feel what I'm saying? Me and Farrar Green got
Look,
something
look,
behind the scenes.
Look,
We
when
cooking
y'all
up.
drop the
waiting.
merch,
You ever
look,
been
when
back
that
there to a
Camo-
corner and had to fight
Camo
out it?
merch drop. When the Speed John drop, just lace me. That's all I want, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I felt my lane and I like it. Just lace me. Let me rock the John. You know
I got
what
you.
mean?
I got you.
Yeah, I mean that's all I got.
Well, you still gotta lace me on which Tim's about too.
Oh yeah, he almost bought the butt nakeds. Yeah, you can't grab the butt
Yeah,
naked.
he
You
had
can't
me.
grab the butt naked.
What that mean?
Everybody
I
out
was
there,
just
we gonna
about
wrap
to
it up.
press checkout.
Yeah,
but
don't buy the
you know what I'm
bucket.
saying?
The
I
bucket
called
nakeds.
it.
We can't buy the
Yeah,
bucket
let me get
nakeds. When
right.
you
You
buy
gotta
the
show me
Timbs,
what
it's
that
for
is.
everybody out
Butt
there. When
nakeds,
you
I
buy the Timbs, the wheat Timbs, the butters. If they ain't got the gum bottom, They butt naked. You don't want the Jones. You don't want the,
And
if
you
they
gotta
got
have
the
the
10
brown.
bottoms, if it's all 10 at the bottom, that's the bucket knickers. You not pee at them Jones. It's only the gummy bottoms.
Right.
Only
And
the
you gotta-
gummy bottoms for
and
sure.
your Tim's
Only
gotta
the
have
snagger
And
too.
I ain't gonna
cushion,
hold
the
you
brown
respectfully.
cushion.
Don't get freaky. We went with the wheats or the all black Jones.
Yes.
I didn't finesse the gray Jones a couple times. When you start going green,
Don't get
purple,
too
you
extravagant.
doing a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep
Relax.
it P with that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Look, that's just the thoroughness. That's from Unc right here. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let that breathe.
Don't get the snagger tooth ones.
You know what I'm saying?
no,
for sure.
for sure.
But look, let's wrap it up, man. First of all, always appreciate K-Mo. You're
Love.
always welcome. Always love when you come in and pop in. You know it's love. You know we appreciate you. Shout out to K-Mo. Get a round of applause,
Love.
man. K-Mo Ski.